We should be good to go.
I'm gonna go put on a pair of slippers. My feet are a wee bit chilly.
Should have just worn your slippers to the table, dude. Come on.
Ah, man, I hit the button already. Fucking dropping the ball.
Dropping the ball. Too bad his balls don't drop.
Oh! I don't know either.
You think I do?
I'm gonna go get a bottle of water real quick.
Oh, well, everyone's picking a fine time.
Yeah, it's like, when I ask, is it
So
okay if I
I'm
press the button?
I'm gonna disappear for an hour. Bye.
Peace. Yeah. It's like...
So
yes.
Cedric and Clem, you two are the only ones left alive in the campaign.
Alright, yep, we did a rock
Mhm.
swap. Makes
Nothing
sense.
surprising there.
Yeah, no, the other three, two of them get struck by lightning, and Davi spontaneously combusts into flames.
Strange that Davi wasn't the one struck by lightning.
He doesn't get to be struck by lightning this time.
Fair
He would
enough.
have liked that, so too bad.
What do I want to eat for food? Thai spring rolls. Red curry. Curry sounds good.
I suppose we should hold on the recap.
Probably.
Dumplings?
Now's the perfect
I find dumplings are always a good choice. We can just remove this in post, right?
Yeah, that's how live streaming works.
We'll fix it in post.
No,
that
Clem
could be
Clem
done
wants
afterwards,
Clem wants
but-
dumplings. She's currently in a restaurant and is looking at the menu and is like, they have dumplings.
Well, I mean, based on where we are, maybe it'll rain dumplings. You never know.
We might also serve dumplings. Nobody's asked.
I love this
Even though where
song!
we are.
It's just organ Zelda.
Zelda's organs.
So
There were surprisingly few options for an orchestral version. Like, I thought there'd be a ton, but there was only a handful.
for Zelda?
For Song of Storms specifically.
Also, Tyler, but as a general rule of thumb, when I ask, is it okay if I go live, that is your opportunity to get things done before I go live.
Yeah, well.
I mean, RJ's
Well,
doing more
I'll-
than getting slippers. He's now fumbling
To be
about
fair,
getting food.
I didn't leave until after.
Ooh.
I wasn't going to originally.
I also have got a confirmation for next week.
Alright.
Cool.
Alright, I'll
That sounds
try to
really
get you some details within the next, like, day or two. I've got the next
Yes,
few days
I
off,
would.
so...
Let's fucking go.
Hi, gang!
Hi, gang.
Pie gang.
Mukbang.
What?
You know what a mukbang
Well,
is?
I'm gonna have to wait to get my food for the mukbang. So
Hi, gang!
Pie gang.
I love milk bongs.
Alright, I think we're ready for the recap.
They're very underrated.
Wonderful. So, some shit might have happened last week.
might have, just
Might have.
maybe.
Just a bit.
Did it?
Just a bit of stuff. You know, opening on Cedric's brother question mark showing up, asking some questions, having a private interview with Clem to see if he's up to snuff.
Yep.
Brief talk with Cedric.
Cedric having complicated feelings about all this.
Very complicated. Regardless, he didn't cause any trouble this time. So you all went about heading to.
Hey, wait, why'd you say this time?
Because I don't like giving away what may or may not happen in the future. He might never cause trouble, but if I say this time, it makes you more unsure.
Sus.
It's what I call a theatric device. So you guys were heading to, I believe you ended up deciding to go to Griffin Springs by way of Lavinia first, then make your way to LaFair. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
thought the last thing that happened was
This is the impression that I am.
we went into this town. We were in a bar, and we ended last session with me talking to some elf lady because there's some type of god on a hill.
Yes, we were getting there. That is true.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, we didn't go to either of those towns, or whatever town we ended up in. It started raining shit.
You're in the city of Lavinia, which is both a stopping point no matter which one you decided to go to. You can get to both through Lavinia, so you stopped there.
It was like a whole up.
You all saw a flickering cathedral, it looked like, on a faraway hillside. And it vanished before you could properly investigate. You found an abandoned wagon full of mushrooms and fungus, and then some dead people that were getting looted.
Oh, that's right. Zeshi was like robotic the entire time.
Yeah, Zeshi was just the autopilot.
I would enunciate the T in looted so Tyler doesn't get any ideas.
Looted. Yes, there was looting going on. Edma got a letter off of one of the looters that had been pilfered off of one of the bodies.
We just got a letter. Wondering who it's from.
Past of that, the trip to Lavinia was fairly calm outside of those two occurrences. You got in.
There's something regarding, like, possibly Mushroom Lady? Or did you just mention that?
Well, that was the cart full of mushrooms and fungus. It was Edma's strong opinion that this had something to do with that furball you all met a little while ago.
Hey, Ethan.
What's up?
I like that cart because it's cold, damp, it's got lots of fungus.
That gag.
Anyway.
It's cold, it's damp, it's full of fungus. Anyway, you guys got into the city, which is basically entirely not covered, but hanging above it is this large storm of unnatural appearance and behavior.
Just a storm, right? No giant tree.
No giant tree. And the storm's already here, so... And nobody's heard the squeak of a Walmart chair yet, or the crack of a monster, so...
The scraping of a plastic chair being pulled backwards.
Yep, no...
Approaching.
Yeah, the storm's already here, so... also, there was a... You could have sworn you saw a building sitting on top of it. Which later you were told by the tavern after dodging the rain that exploded into mini fireballs.
Sounds like a real weather phenomenon.
Sure is. That the temple up there is a temple to an old sky god who surprisingly nobody really knew anything about. They knew the temple had been there a long time. They didn't even remember the sky god's... Well, the people you questioned didn't remember the sky god's name.
Hey, I feel really sorry for the weather forecaster.
Oh, yeah. Edma got the good old-fashioned non-caffeinated eye-opener known as a fire oyster for Zeshi, who downed it without a second thought because she was told it was coffee. And so downed a bunch of hot sauce, pepper flakes, salt, and an egg yolk. Right down the hatch. There was some...
Zeshi will remember that.
There was some, various questioning of townspeople about what's going on with the storm, what was that building. And then Davi also is under the impression that there is a sky god lounging on a hill somewhere and wants to the god. And so asked a muscular-looking elf woman about it. And that was where we left off. As Edma was coming to collect him, I believe. I believe that's it. Did I leave anything out?
No, that was it.
Oh, and I also tried to get leads on rumors of old magic, like rare magical items, to try and preempt
Yes.
Davi's more clumsy questioning that would soon follow.
Yes, you did. You got a little bit of information.
Yes. Remind me, they just mentioned a library, or was there something else as well?
They mentioned the library is a good place to check. The church wouldn't be a bad place to ask around. There's no magic item shop here. There's a few shops, but none of them sell at least legendary magical items, which we're asking about.
Cedric isn't expecting to find this thing in a shop.
And so Cedric goes out, finds it. Holy shit.
That's it. Cedric goes out. Hey, roll me a
Finds it
dex
under
check.
a rock.
Why? Because you just stubbed your toe on the belt of Storm Giant Strength. Holy shit. And then the ultimate anime betrayal, Cedric
Oh my
puts on
god.
the belt.
Ethan, you wait for Cedric to say, to just have that scene where Cedric goes, God, Dobby, it's not like it's just gonna fall out of the sky. Falls out of the sky, lands right in Cedric's arms.
Anyway.
Suspicion. Yeah. There was that. Edma was told about the library. And she was mentioning to Davi that maybe the church is a good place because clerics are familiar with gods. And may be able to help with this wooing.
Nope.
And that was roughly where we left off. So, why don't we start there?
Alright, well, I'm going to wave to the nice elf lady who humored me and say, I'm going to go find these clerics that you speak of, because not only do I wish to woo this sky god, I wish to ask this sky god questions about why I have been zippy-zapped about 3 times, probably going to be 4. Not holding breath, but it's probably going to be 4th time.
He was never struck again. I said, and then he was never struck again.
How about we just focus on not having you get struck by lightning again?
Look, Davi does not control what the sky does, but this time will be different, because when the sky zippy zap him, he will zippy zap the sky back.
I'm sorry, I'm imagining Davi pulling that move from Avatar The Last Airbender.
The lightning reverse.
Yeah, he's fucking lightning bending.
You know, not at this level, but perhaps in the future. You know, instead of Uncle Ira, you've got Uncle. Let me see. I've got it in my notes. Uncle Yondu, I believe.
No, it was just yawn.
Sorry, Yardu.
Yeah, Yardu.
Uncle Yardu, the old farmer. I write shit down sometimes.
So.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can't. Oh, dude, sick headset.
Thank you. I completely forgot that I actually got this for Christmas.
Holy shit, that's actually.
It's very pro gamer.
Oh, so much whisper.
Glowy.
Yeah, I got this for Christmas. I've been using it for my Xbox, but I completely forgot that I actually probably could use this for my PC.
There you go, now we can actually hear you.
Yeah.
Like, well.
I can't hear myself, but I can hear.
I mean, he can probably hear us a whole lot better, too.
Yeah, I can definitely hear you guys a lot better.
By the way, DM, is it still raining awful things out there?
Yes, there are still tiny fireballs going off outside.
Yep.
There's, at this point, a couple of people, like, just staring out the window. A few people are pressed up. The vibe is very much just, oh my god, be over already.
I concur.
Yeah, Davi's going to find. I'm gonna find Cedric.
Not hard.
Hello.
No, I'm gonna go over to him and just.
Yeah. Yes, Davi. Hello.
Cedric! They have clerics in this town and they can teach me how to woo a god!
Alright, so dissecting that for a moment.
Why would you want to dissect a god, Cedric? That's weird. I know they dissected you, but you don't have to do it to everyone else that's impolite.
So, Davi, there are you can find clerics in pretty much any major town.
Cedric, are you going to
Andrew,
dissect...
people start looking over.
Cedric, are you going to dissect the clerics?
No.
Wait a minute, is that where the god wooing is? Inside of the clerics? You have to break open the rib cage like a pinata?
Davi?
You are jumping to conclusions that are
It is a figure
not
of,
even remotely close to true.
It is a figure of speech. I'm using the word...
You found a way to turn your speech into a figure? Does it do action things?
How
Can you
do
move the arms
speak
around?
common?
Zeshi's gonna blink a few times, suddenly like perk up a little bit, and be like, "The hell did I miss?"
You feel a vague burning all throughout your throat.
Yeah. What the
Davi's
hell?
going to grab Stickbird and show Cedric. See, Stickbird didn't originally have any accessories, but, and you just see in like his hand a little tiny twig standing up. There is his sword, and then he like the top of an acorn, and there is his shield. He's ready for combat. Davi, why do you do these things?
Sounds about right. But yes, we can certainly speak to the clerics. I think there are things we could genuinely find out from them. I don't know if they're going to be able to help with wooing a god. Look, I don't know if we're going to find a god, first of all.
Yeah, like, it does not matter what we might find or what we will not find. But if we need to woo a god, Davi will be ready.
Why would we need to do that?
Okay, we're seducing gods. Just actually taking notes, catching up.
It's not really a need, it's more of, having a god as a friend would probably be a good thing. And you could say, if Davi woos the god and earns their friendship, he could ask for the belt!
You will probably end up with a lot more than friendship and what you asked for if you woo a god. Even if you somehow manage to do it
If all you
successfully.
want is a friend, you don't need to go that far.
Hi, Nemo.
That is not how you earn friend?
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, are we not your friends?
I mean, yeah.
Are we not
What?
enough
Did you?
for you?
Yeah, and did you have to woo us?
Well, Zeshi, it wasn't too hard because she thinks that I'm something called cute. I'm not quite sure what that means. But with Clem, she was kind of like very protective and wanted to help, so it wasn't too hard to be friends with Clem. Edma, to try a little bit, but not too much, because she likes the fact I hit things really good. But Cedric took a lot of work.
I think you're missing someone there, Chief.
Am
My Edma, you said Edma, Zeshi, Clem.
Oh, did he say Zeshi? I must have been looking away from
I
him.
started with Zeshi.
Zeshi was the first.
Oh, okay. I came in at Clem. My bad.
Yeah, Zeshi thinks he's cute, even if he doesn't understand what that means.
But yeah, I don't think... I think when you're just looking for a friendship, you don't need to ask for romantic advice. It's not really the same thing.
What do you mean romantic advice? This is not romantic advice. Do not confuse your weird lovey-dovey crap with friendship, Cedric. God, you don't have to make everything about getting in people's planets.
Davi, the term wooing someone is exactly what this weird lovey-dovey crap that you dislike is. Wooing someone means you want them to be attracted to you, potentially sexually?
What do you mean sexually? What is this sexually?
I don't know. I don't know if he's ready for
The
that.
barkeeper's gonna lean forward towards you, Cedric. Buddy, listen. I know we're all kind of trapped in here, but do me a favor. Don't answer that question in here.
No worries.
It's really...
Try romantically.
So romantically and sexually are basically the same
No.
thing.
Basically.
I'm gonna have to ask the clerics what sexuality is. They will know.
No.
Clem, what have you done?
He's got to learn eventually.
Like this?
Gonna say, isn't that his parents' job?
I feel like we should... This is a quest where we need to find Yargoth and have him explain it. That's
He
his
can explain-
job.
He can explain giant sexuality.
What do you mean? Giant sexuality is probably just lightning, I think.
No.
Davi, here's
Well,
what,
maybe
here's
there's
what's
lightning
going to
involved,
happen.
but
You're going to ask Yargoth the next time you see him what that means. Because it is his job to
Why?
explain. Because it is a parent's job to explain what that means.
Oh, so you can tell me, Cedric!
You walked into it.
Actual.
you did kind of walk into that one, Cedric.
Yeah, come on, Cedric, what is it? You're like basically a mom.
I have not accepted that.
Listen, the role of a parent comes hard and fast, and sometimes you're not ready for it.
I love the random bouts of wisdom that comes out of his mouth.
See,
Sounds like
that's not...
High wisdom
That-
stat,
that
low
statement
intelligence stat.
is not inaccurate, but I don't think it applies here.
What are Davi's wisdom and intelligence stats?
They're both like plus something, I believe. RJ
They're
rolled
both are
pretty
15.
well for Davi.
15 on both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, this party's pretty stacked on stats across the board.
Yeah, the rolls were kind of nutty.
Hey man, that's probability for you.
yeah, I know that says she's kind of broken.
She's only broken until I make enemy numbers bigger.
Yeah, that's true.
Clem won't be broken until I can do really more with her, but her stats are pretty decent. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, when Seshi has 2 18s in her stats.
But yes, as the person...
Yikes.
Davi, my point is, as the person who raised you, I believe this is Yargoth's responsibility to explain.
I don't know, Cedric. Have you not been raising me, been trying to teach me things over the past couple of weeks?
I have no...
Sounds like the role of a mom, you
the operative-
sneaky
Davi, if you
That
really
is
want,
weak.
I'll explain it to you. You need to behave right now. You are being too much for everyone in the room. And they're making it very clear to us that they don't like it. So I'm going to need you to calm down, and maybe later I will give you the talk. Because I don't care.
talk. That sounds pretty serious, Clem. Are you sure you can handle the talk?
Yes. I handle corpses on a regular basis. I think I can handle explaining to you what sex is.
And for the record, those two things have nothing to do with each other. So don't...
Why would you assume they do?
I wouldn't.
Is
I
there
don't
a
know how
secret
this one's
between
mind
the?
works.
Is there a secret between the corpses and the sexuality? Is
No.
corpses a sexuality?
I just said the literal opposite of that.
I don't know,
Seshi,
Cedric.
technically.
No!
Davi, what did I say about calming down right now? You won't get to know the secrets if you don't behave.
Seshi gets a look in her eye and then looks at Cedric. I'll hold off on that.
Oh, Zeshi.
Cedric looks
Oh.
very uncomfortable.
Not for her, not for her. She's
Seshi.
just thinking, what would it be for you?
Cedric hasn't even thought about if that
Wait.
still works.
Is
Yeah, he doesn't bleed super well, so his circulation's not great.
Oh yeah, that's
He's-
a good point.
he's gonna hop up on a bar stool and whisper to you, Cedric? Cedric, is your sexuality a corpse?
Davi.
This is eerily reminiscent of
And like, under my breath,
a
Davi,
child.
I am a corpse.
That's basically the same thing, right? So when we all die, that's what our sexuality is, right?
Davi! Behave.
Oh my god, Cedric, we've changed so many people's sexuality.
Davi, I think you need to stop jumping to conclusions and listen to Clem. And Cedric will try not to think about how he almost accidentally said listen to your mother.
Right. What's this about, gods? I missed the entire conversation on the way here.
Well, Davi is suddenly very obsessed with love and wooing things and doesn't know what sex
not
is.
love,
So.
it's friendship. There is difference.
All right, we're befriending a god. I got that. Which god?
I have no idea what he's on about. He thinks there's a god up there.
There's a temple to a sky god that these people don't know much about, and Davi assumed that meant the god was physically present in the location. This is probably not the case, but with how magic's gone haywire, honestly, who knows?
All right. So, what are we doing here?
Waiting
Whizzing out the fireball rain.
So she looks out the window.
Yeah, and Cedric points, you look out, and there's rain coming down, but as it's hitting the ground, it's just bursting into little balls of flame.
You're cutting out a lot, brother.
Nice.
Damn.
So, apparently it's random, but it will let up at some point. I think at that point there's apparently a wind funnel we can ride up to the temple or something. We'll try to investigate and fix this. Apparently that's what we do now.
I mean, we've done it in all these other places. I don't understand why we wouldn't do it here.
No, it's true.
Fair enough.
It'll certainly make getting around much less of a pain.
I'm sure these people would be pretty happy if we took care of it as well. I would.
It's a good thing to do.
The right thing to do, yes.
It's pretty much what I did before I met you all.
I
What?
think you've told us a lot of stories about that, actually.
I remember hearing you rant about something the first time, well, before I met you.
I think that's something of a tradition also for when a bunch of people get stuck in a location for an extended period of time. It's tradition to swap stories.
We're stuck! Tell everyone the story like you did in that one tavern!
Oh, a story. So many to pick from. Which one should I tell?
You should tell one about Davi.
One about Davi?
Yes.
I was hoping for a story that we don't already know.
I would miss the purpose
This
of-
one's gonna be good.
How about we tell the story of when Davi ran into...
Oh, God. Do we want her to finish that?
I don't know if we do.
Well, as she's spitting, the rain actually starts letting up outside, and other people start funneling out.
Zashi, your story was so good, the storm stopped! You're the best!
She literally said like 3 words and then laughed.
Don't diminish the moment, Clem. Zashi's good storyteller.
Are you shushing me?
No, yes. He's gonna funnel out with the crowd.
You're asking to get grounded, Davi.
Somebody's on the ground, Clem!
She's just gonna be like, I didn't finish my story.
I'll say it later.
I was just gonna tell a story of when he woke me up yelling about selling soap.
I was
Still
there
chuckle.
for that one.
I know, but it still made me chuckle. It was funny. Even if I wanted to throw him around for a while after he woke me up.
He was covered in blood. It was fine.
Alright, so, wind funnel?
Wind funnel.
Well, I know a thing or two about... What was I going to say? I don't know where I was going with that. Nix that.
Are you still
fix it
having
in
the
post.
troll symptoms?
No, I don't know anything about a wind funnel.
They told us about it, right? The temple is up in the sky and there's a big column of wind that people can run. That apparently is possible to ride up to get to it. Am I remembering that right, DM?
So there is a large pillar of wind
Yes.
where the temple used to sit. They didn't say anything about people riding it.
No, yeah, I
Maybe
didn't
I assumed-
hear anything
maybe
about
I
that.
assumed that.
So,
I think the
Not
one
bad
man
for
that
me.
told us said we might be able to get up there via the wind funnel.
Well, maybe we can throw something in and find out.
I don't particularly trust its integrity.
yeah, that's what I would be worried about too.
I'm going to go try and find clerics.
Oh yeah, by the way, did Davi just straight up leave all of us? Or are we just all sitting around talking and Davi's like gone?
Yeah, he pretty much just ran away.
Sure, give me investigation with disadvantage.
Alright. Investigation. We've got a mod 16.
Okay.
So it was a 16 and a 14.
Okay. You kind of wander down the road for a bit, and you're kind of looking at all these buildings, and you're like, what building am I even looking for?
Sorry.
What is a place that would have clerics?
Uh-oh, this could go so good or so bad.
Oh, no.
Kind of wander down, you're looking, you're staying on the main road, the side roads don't seem...
You're cutting out a lot.
Hang on. Is that a little better?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Potentially.
It's hard to
Well,
tell until you start.
I've just upped the gain on my microphone, so hopefully it'll pick up more.
Right.
Because, admittedly, I've been keeping it a little further from me
That might have
lately to keep it out of shot. And you wander down, and you're like, I don't really know where to find clerics. I mean, you just keep wandering down the road, and in what is very clearly town square, there is this giant pillar of wind coming out of this kind of small crater. Well, not small, but mildly shallow crater in the ground. And you're sure there's no clerics in there. At least not right now.
I'm gonna look up, like, at this pillar and go, maybe the clerics are up the pillar of wind. That is what they said in the park. Clerics, pillar of wind, up and top. Probably.
Are we? Did Dobby go off on his own?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He left upon saying he got grounded, and none of you said anything.
So, yeah.
You just let him go and kept talking amongst yourselves.
I think back at the bar. I'm like, all right, we should probably get going to this pillar. Oh God, where's Dobby?
Who knows? We'll find him. He'll show up.
Is there
And
anyone
Orchid just looks over. Oh, your feather friend? He piled out with everyone else, yelling something about being on the ground.
Yeah, I think he ran away after being threatened to be grounded.
He's going to look at the wind pillar, put his hand like this on his chin. Well, if Dove is not on the ground, he can't necessarily be grounded. Yeah, that'll show you, you sneaky deaky clam. And he is going to jump into the wind pillar.
Dobby fucking dies. The episode.
I know that look. I know that DM look.
Roll.
Bobby, make me a make me an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
That's
You
the
got
DM
it.
look of I was not expecting things to go this way.
Roll 10d12 damage.
I didn't think we'd get there so soon.
Alrighty, you have a choice of a mod 21 or a mod 21. I rolled 2 15s.
Oh, that's wonderful, truly. You jump into this thing, and the first thing you notice is you are getting whipped around. You are a piece of paper in a hurricane, and you flap your arms, you kick your legs around. You manage to stabilize for a little bit, but all that does is mean when you eventually slip out, you're up higher.
How high am I?
You're about 20 feet off the ground.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay, alright.
And I am going to start cursing my head off in giant as I plummet to the ground.
Oh my god.
Getting like every other word from the mic getting just peaked.
I mean, I think that was part of the charm, truly.
Probably.
Truly. Quinn, help me out. It's actually been a while. It's 2d6 per 10 feet?
It's 1d6 per 10 feet.
Okay. So it's only 2d6. You only got up 20 feet.
20 feet is not that bad of a fall.
It's not that bad of a fall. It's more like he got 20 feet off of 21. So 7 reduced to 4 bludgeoning damage. As you comically smack and mildly pank the cobblestone street.
Full, like the Davi-shaped hole.
Yeah, I'm going to just.
If you've ever seen Wile E. Coyote hit something and just accordion, it's like that, but he's horizontal. Just.
And I'm going to just kind of like weakly raise my finger, look at the wind tunnel, and go, "Screw you, wind bag!" And I'm going to try and shoot some lightning at it.
All right. You fired some lightning in, and it goes. Actually. Actually.
That's what you don't want to hear.
Lightning goes through wind.
Yeah, but is it really fast? Wild magic wind?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it depends on the magic.
It also depends on the DM's mood.
It also depends on maybe some amount of dice being rolled back here.
Maybe.
Your lightning passes through the wind pillar with no resistance.
Alright then, well, clearly there are no clerics here. I don't know, how deep is the hole that I've made?
It's not. You slammed into hard cobble.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stand myself up and... I'll be big for you. Just you wait. And he's gonna look up in the top of this wind pillar. I bet there's rich people there.
Oh, God.
There's not rich people.
You're not there. You're not there.
Interestingly enough, if we were in Shar,
Then where am I?
You're in the bar.
There would be.
Didn't everyone leave?
Oh, no.
I think you guys left, but no one had found me yet.
Oh, I thought Cedric had found.
No.
Yeah, you guys left the tavern.
Yeah, we
After
would have
the
left
thing.
after we were like, okay, if Davi's gonna pull some shit while we're gone. I would have anyway.
Yeah, we're going looking for Davi.
I guess at that point I will continue my search for clerics.
Well, conveniently, as you kind of look around to get a survey of the area, one of the buildings looks like a bigger, fancier version of that one place you burned, and somebody said something about that being a building.
I'm gonna see that and go, okay, so, either one of two things. Stickboard. There's either clerics in that building, or we have to burn it to the ground. Stickboard's just gonna
I
look at-
remember explicitly telling him that not every church gets burned to the ground.
Stickboard is just gonna look at him, say nothing. Oh! Hey, Stickboard, you go back in the backpack. And he is going to make his way over to that
I'm
church.
waiting for the day. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm waiting for the day. He's like, you go back in the backpack. No, Davi. You go in the backpack. And then the party's just gonna find Davi writhing around in his own backpack. Oh my god. I'm sorry, what did you say before I very rudely cut you off?
Oh no, I'm going to the church. That's where I'm going.
So, as for the rest of you, you did hear something that vaguely sounded like Chaotica
Like what?
in a familiar voice as you're going down the street.
I think he said you guys heard me cursing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And you heard some. You heard
cursing.
You heard somebody in giant cursing.
I walk faster.
Very quickly after starting down that road, you can all see the pillar way down the main road,
And I don't see Davi.
just shooting into the sky. No, and as you get closer, you still see neither hide nor hair of Davi.
Oh no, he already went up. We need to go save him.
The Davi running over to the church. Oh, I don't know why, but it feels like somebody's motherly instincts just kicked in.
Davi just casually closing the door.
It's like, all right, we need to figure out how this works.
Cedric.
Yes.
You really think Davi figured out how to get all the way up that?
Are we gonna take the chance that he didn't just accident himself up there?
I don't think he could accident himself up there. I have a feeling he accidented a bit of a fall.
What?
Try going in yourself and tell me if you think.
Well, I was going to test with something first.
Send Sally.
Since
Would that
would that actually work?
Yeah, do physics apply to my duplicate?
I'm not sure your Echo has mass.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure of.
Like, I mean, so we can't get into real physics here because it is both an Echo, but it can also deal damage. But that's more of an ethereal thing.
Couldn't he just...
Please don't make me do fantasy physics.
That's true. You know what? That's actually fair. One thing I can do, I'll call out the duplicate next to the pillar as for safety, and then I will be able to teleport back if things go horribly, horribly wrong.
That works.
And I will step into the pillar.
Have fun.
Acrobatics with disadvantage.
Alrighty then. Oh great, that's one of my best skills. That's a 4.
Okay, so Cedric, you gather yourself, focus, and you're like, all right, we're just gonna experiment. I've got my safety net left.
All right.
One step in, you immediately whipped around, and shot right back out. You don't take damage because you didn't go high up, but just whoosh.
All right, see you all on the other side.
And he pops back out, face planting within like 5 seconds.
All right, he's probably not up there.
Where did he say he was going?
I don't.
He was looking for clerics.
He was looking for clerics.
Did we know that?
I was there with him.
Okay.
Not when he left, but before, when he learned about clerics.
Alright, so she's just gonna look around and see if there's anything that would
We gotta look
pique
for a
Robbie's
church,
interest in looking to search for clerics.
It's right there.
I would walk towards the tree.
It seems to be one of the main buildings around the crater, that is.
Admittedly, that's also pretty likely.
Alright, let's head to the
I'm
church.
wrong in assuming you would all like to go into the church. I don't usually assume, but
Let's hope we don't burn this one down.
it might be harder. It's bigger, made of more stone.
Uh,
Also, as the rest of you approach, the church does have 2 banners around the door. Blue banners, to which sewn in is the symbol of 2 eyes surrounded by stars. All right, so you open the door, and the main hall you go into is a foyer. No dead bodies this time.
Did Phoebe even hear us? Where'd she go?
She probably
Wait a
can.
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a foyer, a fairly nice but not extravagant one. Davi, where did they find you? Because there's another set of double doors going further in, or there's a staircase up.
I probably would have took the staircase up.
Okay.
My door dashers always get lost, so I have to usually help them. What's up?
Makes sense. You're in a
You go.
What?
you're in the church foyer.
We're in a
There's
foyer.
a set of double doors going further, and a set of staircase. Near the top of which, on the landing, Davi is dressed in religious clothing.
Davi's dressed in religious clothing?
Davi's dressed in religious clothing?
Yes, I've converted Davi from a barbarian to a cleric without him even knowing it.
That was quick.
You cut out our.
Both of you cut out.
I just as a joke, I made Davi go, "Hi guys, I'm one with the universe."
I thought you were going to say I praise the sun.
Guys, look! Magic underwear!
So I assume what got cut out was that Davi is talking to a cleric. Or something.
Yes, Davi is talking to someone who is dressed in religious clothing. And this man just scratches his head and he's like, You want to woo a god?
Yes, Davi wants to woo God. That's why he needs to get up to temple on mountain.
Mountain? What mountain?
Oh, the thing with the temple in the sky. Well, it's like...
Davi!
What? Oh, hi! And he's just gonna go back. Well, anyway, look, it's very important.
Get down here.
No!
Stickbert, retrieve him.
Stickbert, retrieve him, time stop.
Well, what are you going to do? You don't have... He's going to back up down a step. Stickbert, that's not... Oh, he's gonna go down another step. Stickbert, no, what? Oh, he's gonna back up until this happens enough time to where he's down steps. Because you're not...
I don't know why that works, but I'm so glad it does.
Looks very concerned and...
Uh-oh.
There he goes.
says...
Ethan, you died, if you can hear us.
You had an aneurysm.
That's alright, you guys all froze on my end, so... the cleric looks very confused and concerned, but decides to say nothing and goes in one of the two doors up top.
Oh, I have questions to ask him.
Oops.
We'll ask him, like, so do we. I think we'll be asking him different questions than the ones you would be asking.
Did you guys try and ride the wind tunnel?
No, didn't seem worth it.
Oh, okay. I did it. I got about like 20, maybe 30 feet up or something. Yeah, I fell
You
down.
probably got
Cedric?
lucky.
You got higher
Cedric.
than Cedric did.
Cedric, you said you didn't go in, you slide horse, you.
You know, just to see.
It took me a second to understand that.
This train.
Hold on, guys, your end
Face sweater.
is done.
Anyway,
Listen, we just want to know how to get up. If there's a way we can get up to the
maybe
old
we'll
temple up there.
like bed sheets and use them as a makeshift parachute.
That sounds...
Maybe if we all had long flowy capes like Cedric, we could use them to fly.
I don't. know
Why
if that
are
would
you
work.
so obsessed with Cedric's cape, Duff?
Or
we have to take
we could go to Dragon's One. We could ask Yargov to jump up to the temple and with us on his back.
Duffy, not
Yargov
everything
could do it.
Not everything can be solved by getting Yargoth to do it.
I don't know. Yargov has solved a lot of problems.
He's too far away.
That's the main issue, I think, is that it would take
Alright.
too long.
Alright, fair point. Even though that would does sound like a lot of fun.
If he were
Yes,
close
yeah,
by, I
she-
would genuinely consider it.
Think of the story you could tell when you ride on Yargov's back and he jumped up to this temple in the sky.
I know, right? How many people can say that they ride on Giant's back?
I rode on his back probably more than 100 times. It's
Well-
nice. It's good view.
Not a lot of people are raised by giants, Doc.
That's because not everybody is a giant as he stands there proudly.
Is you just like looking down at him like, oh, half her height? Right.
Yeah!
As you're all talking,
Jeez.
another cleric approaches you guys. How are you doing? Welcome to the temple. How can I help you all?
Oh, another one. We want to find out how to get up to temple in sky.
That was actually correct. Well done, Davi.
I can just imagine like Cedric going to correct him. Oh,
No corrections needed.
no correction. Yeah.
I don't personally know. I've never seen anyone go up there. I suppose you could ask the head priest. He might know something.
Oh, can we talk to him? I have many questions. By the way,
need to talk to him about sexuality.
No, you don't. Okay,
Davi,
that is... We talked about this.
Clem will handle that for you.
We find it best if a person's intimate talks happen with close friends or family.
Oh! Am I intimate with Cedric?
Not enough for that.
Why are you asking a stranger that instead of Cedric?
I've already offered to tell you. Why do you not want to hear it from me?
Listen, Clem. I know
Davi,
there's
do
a
you
lot
not like me?
Oh, Davi like you plenty.
Do you not see me as a friend? A trustworthy friend?
Davi's going to, like, grab your hand and, like, pull you away from everybody. It's not that I don't like you, Clem. I like you lots. Like you more than probably my words could express. But it's just when Cedric is so cool, and I want him to also think that I'm cool. But it's like, it's really hard because he has these high expectations and he always wants more and more and more. And I don't know if I can provide what he wants.
Davi, this is sounding less like you have a parental respect for Cedric and more like you have a romantic respect for him.
What?
Or attraction.
No. It's not that I'm attracted to Cedric. It's more his coolness, you know. He plays hard to get, and I kind of like that.
Couldn't have any more romantic connotations if you tried.
Out of character. I don't know if I want to unpack this fantasy Freudian thing that's going on right now.
I don't either. I would take my headphones off if I could, but he's right across from me.
Did you all want to go
Yes, I think we want
the
to
head
speak to
priest
the head
now?
Yes, that would be lovely.
Are you two coming?
Who was she?
Yes, he's looking over at Davi and Clem.
So don't
Since
worry.
Davi pulled her away from the group.
Don't worry about this, Clem.
Listen, Davi, I can help you sort all of this out, but not right now. So I need
Clem.
you.
Davi has it
to behave.
Davi has it all covered.
No, you do not. You clearly do not.
Yeah, just leave it to Davi. He got it.
No.
And he's gonna walk ahead of you and just look at you and just go.
Oh God.
The cleric, mildly confused, but not terribly sure what to make of the situation, just leads you all through the double doors to a large, more stereotypical interior to a church, more like the chapel. Pews are here, the rugs, the stained glass windows. Several people are sitting amongst the pews, most of them quietly, some talking amongst themselves. And he'll lead you up to the main podium where... excuse me.
Wow, there's a lot of people in here. Do you think they're having a bit of a party?
Lead you to the pedestal where a black dragonborn is flipping through the pages of a book. His robes are have blue as the main color, where everyone else is wearing a lot of white, or some are wearing like off-white, with blue as the secondary color. His are mostly blue with white as the secondary. The cleric will say, Father Leo, these wanderers have requested an audience with you. Do you have a moment? And he'll look up from his book and smile. Of course. I always have time for wandering souls. And he'll step down from the podium. How can I be of assistance to you all?
You have very nice scales.
Thank you. Your feathers don't look too bad either.
Oh, well, I don't need to mention it. I only use, like, the best all-natural soap. He gets it.
Hello, we are looking to try and get to the temple in the sky up that wind tunnel and was wondering if you had any advice for attempting to traverse that.
Well, I've never seen someone attempt it. Or at least... no one I know or recognize. There's been a few strangers who've reportedly gone up there.
Is there a secret to it? I got about 20 feet up.
Given the strength of the winds, I would say you would probably need to be either one of the best acrobats in the world, or you would need some sort of magical assistance.
What kind of magical assistance?
Oh, items, potions. There's an alchemy shop just across the street. I suppose you could ask him if he had something.
Maybe they have some way to make us fly. Wouldn't that be cool? We could all fly?
Potentially.
If it's some kind of shoe, I will be a little upset.
What about the...
Oh, well, we could wear the shoes on our hands, Clem.
What about the god that the temple used to be in, constructed for? I'm told it was forgotten, but do you have any, like, old history about that?
I have a vague understanding of the god. I believe his name was Lavi. He was a sky god, but that's about all I can recall. His worship was before my time, I
Does
believe.
Lavi have to do anything with thunder and lightning?
I know he was a god of the sky. I couldn't tell you his exact name.
Well, okay. Well, Davi got struck by lightning 3 times, so he has some things he wants to ask this Lavi person.
Well, from what I recall, and you'll have to forgive me, I'm not one of the... If I recall, Lavi hasn't been heard from or prayed to in... at least 100 years.
Oh, I'm sure you just have to pray, like, really hard. It's like sending a message, you know. We'll write him a letter, maybe.
Perhaps. I don't believe anyone's tried it.
How will you get the letter to him? Will you throw it in the wind funnel?
Well, eventually it'll make its way up there.
Oddly, I think there's a... I have no evidence suggesting this is accurate, but there's a potentiality that you're onto something. Perhaps if we were to learn the proper means of worship to this Lavi person, that performing those ceremonies at the funnel could create some sort of means for us to ascend. I don't know, I'm spitballing, but... If
You have to ask the Chaotica family.
Cedric, we already had balls of fire, we don't need balls of spit as well.
I'm sorry, we would have to ask who?
The Chaotica family, they're a historical preservation. Historical preservation
I'm surrounded by cats.
family. In fact, I believe their daughter wasn't, but I believe that Dent and Lori were alive when Lavi would have been worshipped, so they will probably know more. Their house is actually a residential house 2 doors down from here, but I believe Lori might actually be here today. I'd have to look around the building, but she might actually be in here.
I could potentially expend a little energy and wild shape into a bird, fly up there for a little bit, see what's going on.
I couldn't recommend it. I haven't seen anyone go up there, but I have seen birds.
Talking more to the others than I am to the cleric.
You sure you can turn into a bird?
Edma licking your lips, are you sure you can turn into a bird?
Well, I think it's more a thing of, don't you have to be high enough level as a cleric to do that?
Yeah.
Well, it's rude.
Druid, sorry.
You have to be a
There
high enough
aren't-
level druid to
There
be
aren't
able to go
CR
up there.
1/2 birds.
No,
You
there's-
can't turn into something that has flying until you're a certain level.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. I hadn't even tried wild shaping yet.
Yeah, you can't turn
Way to
into
crush
something
my
that
dreams,
swims
boys.
either until like level 6. At level
Same-
6 you can swim.
and, like,
But you
before
can't
that-
fly until like 10.
I think the
something
same
like
for
that.
swimming speed. There's another threshold for that earlier.
Yeah, it's level 6, if I remember. It's like 6 or 8.
Continue on as is.
Yeah, if you could find us that lady so we could talk to her about potentially getting up the wind tunnel, that would be very nice.
Of course. And he's going to motion another one of the clerics over. Would you mind seeing if Mrs. Callister is in today? She might be on the second floor researching again. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll walk off. In the meantime, I'd be happy to answer any other questions you might. Problems?
Are there any type of shops that sell magic stuff here? No. Maybe belts?
Well, I don't know about any magic belts being sold around here, but there is an alchemist shop, as I mentioned.
Also, Dobby, I actually did a little asking around, and I believe this family was mentioned to me, them being experts on history. They might have collected some odd rumors about where one might find the thing you're looking for.
Oh!
That would be the type of place I would recommend asking about a Belt of Storm Giant Strength.
So you think they put it in their floorboards, right?
No, I think that...
Avi, the leaps of logic that you make truly could astound the most acrobatic.
What's logic?
That explains a lot.
How were you able to speak?
Well, I move my beak up and down.
Don't answer.
What's rhetorical?
To answer your original question, Davi, what I would imagine is someone who is an expert on history may have heard a rumor about where rare magic items might be located.
Well,
in some
consider
remote tomb or a dungeon or something.
considering the only lead I've really had is rich people that hang out in trees, I suppose that's probably a good idea.
It's a better place to start, I think.
Well, sorry, Edma, I don't know everything. I only know what Yargoth told me. There are a lot of words that he didn't know. You know, he was kind of, what's the word, seclusionary. He only liked to hang out with other giants. Giants usually don't come down from the mountain because people get scared of them. Which is why I'm kind of curious why you guys are not scared of Davi.
You are small for a giant.
Well, that might be Cedric, but a giant no less.
Well, didn't I use it for a year before I got better?
May not all giants have to intimidating.
Well, it's not that they want to be intimidating, it's the size, you know. People don't want their houses to get crushed. York was friends with the farmer that lived down at the bottom of the mountain. Helped him out occasionally. But other than that, he didn't really talk to many people.
Would make sense. Yes, I believe giants tend to keep to themselves and each other.
Yeah, the each other part, Davi knows that well. I remember game night at the cave.
That was quite a spectacle.
Oh yeah, you've never seen a giant flip an entire boulder to change the game state.
I'm imagining, like, giants playing D&D and rolling a massive D20 chiseled out of a boulder.
I was trying to sleep one time and Yardu flipped the whole game boulder and it woke me up and shook the whole mountain. It was awful. I hated game night.
Was there any other way I could be of assistance? If any of you are injured, ill, also offer minor healing services at no cost.
Oh, I took like a little bit of damage from possibly stubbing my toe 20 feet in the air, but no reason why that happened.
I think one of
Would
those-
you like us to take care of that for you?
Yeah, I got ouchie.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna hold out his hand to the man.
It is no problem, young man, and he'll pull out a small coin emblazoned with that same symbol, the flags, and with a few chants and a hand wave. Let me see here. Davi, you're gonna gain back all 4 of the hit points that you already lost.
Ooh. Fuck consequences!
Famous last words.
Oh. Well, thank you, very shiny man. It's nice of you. So, do you have like a direct line of communication to the god that you worship? Do they talk to you? Are you guys like bodies?
No, sadly not. Only the most revered clerics and paladins have a gods. I merely occasionally receive visions and signs.
Who is the god that is served at this temple?
What type of signs do you guys look for?
Well, it depends on what you asked of her. If you asked for safe passage, you might know more flowers growing on a particular pathway, or you might see a shooting star on the night you should. They can take many forms.
Can Davi ask for something?
You may, yes. I cannot make promises, but you may.
Okay. How do I do it right? Because obviously you know, but how does Davi do?
Well, most of us, at least here practicing, we meditate on our thoughts, on what we would like to ask, as we consider it rude to ask too much of her. But for you, perhaps, and he'll motion to a small altar, kneeling at the altar and focusing on what it is you would like to ask her, should get you in the right direction.
And what is her name? What do I say?
You're praying to Selûne, goddess of the night.
He's gonna go over to the altar and kind of like awkward, kneel down on one knee, then change his mind and kneel down on both knees, and kind of like he's gonna close one eye, close the other, decide to close both, and he's gonna grab Stickbird and do this. Okay, Selûne, goddess of night. If you're listening, Davi's been away for a while, and Yargoth probably doesn't know where he is. So if you could just let him know that I'm doing alright and make sure that he's doing alright, that would be okay. And he's gonna open one eye and look over at the priest. Did I do it right?
You did wonderfully.
Oh, okay, that's good. And he'll stand up and then kind of just patter over to the party.
You know, I must say, I haven't seen any of you around. I assume you.
We're new in town.
We just got into town.
We got in right at the fireball store.
Right before.
Not the greatest welcome, I must apologize.
Well, you could say
We're
it
not
was a
blaming
bit of explosive welcome, but you know.
Very true, you could say that.
Is there any way to like turn that stuff off? You know?
Davi, I think that's what we're
Davi.
trying to do.
That's what we're here to try and fix.
Well, we're here en route to our next destination, but we're trying to fix this on the way since we're here.
Just in passing.
See, so you all believe you can actually solve this?
Assuming this is...
We've solved a couple of other issues related to wild magic.
Yes, assuming this
wouldn't
is
be our first time.
certainly seems to be in the same vein.
Yeah, we cut down the big tree last time.
Was it last
Oh
time?
no, we put down the boiler.
Well, this is a boiler, but I remember the tree. But the boiler was really cool, especially what you did, Cedric. Not that I thought it was cool or anything. God, Cedric.
Alright.
I'm going to just ignore that.
Don't mind your friend.
Well,
He's
you
a
all
bit eccentric.
Many wanderers are. It doesn't bother me. Well, you all seem very capable, and we'd certainly be eternally grateful. Truly, we wish we could, but none of us truly understand its nature.
Oh, I'm sure there is a root cause of problem, so, try and figure
We
out what
also...
that is.
I don't believe any of us have mentioned this to any of the townspeople yet, but we found a cot on our way in. Empty, and then once we found the riders after, they were dead. It's a small cot, one horse. It was filled to the brim with mushrooms inside of it. It's very odd.
Mushrooms, oh.
Did a strange lady with a cane full of mushrooms happen to come through here?
A firbolg.
Like big lady.
Yes,
Of my
a
size.
firbolg specifically.
Fearbolg.
I've heard it both ways.
Yes, actually, just yesterday.
Did she
Oh,
do
God.
did she do anything while she was here? Did she talk to anyone? Did she say anything?
I had no contact with her. I merely noticed her. As you said, she's quite large, hard to miss. I believe she stopped in at a few of the taverns. She didn't seem to cause any... Paid her... She also stopped over at the Alchemist, I believe.
Looks like we need that alchemist comes up again. I think we should probably
She
stop
may have
there.
stopped at the tea house as well.
Tea house.
Doesn't surprise me. Probably stopped for some tea.
Yargoth
I would
used to make-
assume so.
She seems like the type.
Yargoth used to make tea out of deer marrow. It tasted terrible.
That sounds awful. Why would you tell us that?
I mean, that's the only tea I've ever had.
You can probably have a lot better here.
What?
I don't think that was really tea.
No?
No, I think that would be more akin to.
I mean, really, anything steeped in water can be a tea, but
It's generally tea is made with herbs from plants.
not marrow.
I mean, Yargoth would usually say, and he kind of like puts his hands on his hips and stands as tall as he can. Davi, this will be good for your health. It's good for God. Strong inside is strong outside. Or something like that.
I get the feeling Yargoth was more knowledgeable about giant health. Well, large giant health. Sorry. Probably not as used to caring for one of your stature.
Regardless, we should visit the tea house and get Davi some actual tea.
If you've ever seen Yargoth wrestle an entire boulder, it's pretty impressive.
Did the boulder fight back?
Oh, you ain't seen nothing like this. When we go see Yargoth, I'll ask him to wrestle a boulder for you. He'll suplex that thing about a mile away.
The boulder is conflicted about fighting a giant.
Would that make Davi tough?
No, I think that makes.
I would make Yargoth tough,
Yeah, Yargoth
technically.
tough.
What I thought of was this.
It's it. Huh. Look at that. Yargoth is undone confirmed.
This is Undyne, just like
Giant
this
fish
tall,
lady.
1,000 feet tall.
Toby, you didn't mention that Yargoth was a woman.
I thought you guys
Fish.
I thought you guys knew.
No, he just like looks at a Triton.
It
That's
would make a lot more sense.
I thought you guys knew. Come
I
on.
mean, obviously, considering that Cedric's a mother,
Obviously.
There, now it makes sense.
it all comes full circle.
It all just and we made it.
God fucking damn it, Quinn. Fucking Torval and Davi were in a party together.
Oh god, no, don't
No.
even put that
What do
in
you
the
mean?
universe.
Horses are dogs, dogs are horses? I have to study this.
I told you about the crabs.
What does it all mean?
Oxes, cats? What's the difference?
What is the difference?
I don't know who would come out worse from that interaction.
The rest of the party.
True. But, like, Davi would get so many, like, misconceptions about the world. More than he already has.
And Tor would have 1,000 new conspiracies.
Yup.
Oh my god. Alright, so.
So we're waiting for them to find this person.
Actually, the other cleric is coming back as that part of the conversation is wrapping up with
Hi.
a halfling woman.
Just look at
Oh.
Phoebe's camera.
Hey, Moon. How are ya? What you doing, but you smell mint?
There we go.
No, Moon's gotta be somewhere else. He's a busy cat. He's got places to be. So the cleric who was sent off comes back with this halfling woman, fairly well dressed, a sort of strap of books. I don't know why I said sort of. It is a strap of books hanging off of. She is maybe a couple inches tall, Davi. And she just looks up at you all. Huh? Hi there. How are you?
Hello. Nice to meet your acquaintance.
Pleasure's all mine. The nice man said you had something to ask me.
Couple things. It's things related to historical ephemera in the region or otherwise. The temple in the sky. It's to a sky god, I believe named Lavi, according to the father.
That's correct. Lavi the sky god.
Chipmunk fella, yeah?
I was wondering if there were.
What was that, Alice?
It's a chipmunk, yeah?
What?
In my notes, I just have the god of the chipmunk, so...
I don't know where that came from.
Alice, did you get baked last session?
When haven't I?
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. I hate to tell you, but at least I as the DM, did not mention a god of...
Alright, well, I will duly fix that note.
Yeah,
That note looks really weird, it's okay.
I will say, yes, well, I was wondering if there's any special ceremonies or the like that were used to worship Lavi that have fallen out of practice in the past 100 years or so. Things forgotten to the ages.
Oh, plenty. Yes, there's a few ways, but I'm not sure he'd ever respond. There's a... some would call it a conspiracy theory, others a hunch. You see, worship ended when... just seemed to stop responding. Normally he'd, bless us with the rain to have a bountiful harvest, but several years, about 105 years ago, we got 5 years of drought here. And because of it, people refused to pray to a god they saw had they, at least in their opinion, had abandoned them. So worshipping stopped. The temple became a relic.
And how would one ask for a bountiful harvest? And rain, I suppose.
Sure. For Lavi, it was actually a fairly simple ritual. You'd have to gather a bucket, and it would be full of dry dirt, the driest you could find. And you'd put a few seeds into it. You would stand out where there was nothing above you, block, metaphorically, you don't expect the rain right away. They could block the rain, and you would simply say your prayer. There wasn't really a standardized prayer, Everyone asked for... he was good to us for a while. A bit unpredictable at times. He was a little prone to experiments when he got bored, but generally he would make sure we were taken care of.
Seems as promising a lead as any, if I'm being honest. That's quite helpful, thank you. Well, potentially. I have a hunch, one might say, about how that knowledge might be used. Another thing, and this is a bit more of a long shot, so you'll forgive me. Have you...
Oh, ask away.
Do you accumulate rumors about locations of rare magic items, possibly like in remote locations, that sort of thing?
When I come across them, yes, I like to archive them.
So this is a bit of a specific one that my friend has been looking for. Rumors on where to find a belt of storm giant strength. Very rare, very powerful.
Yes, no small order. Hey, Moon. No small order. I could certainly check my records. We do carry quite a number of books. So I can certainly look into that for you.
I'm sure.
What would be a good way to contact you? Unless you'd like to come back to my house and let me look, but I would hate to waste your time.
Well, Davi, how would you like to approach this? It's your request.
Well, how long do you think it would take for you to find this book that you're looking for?
Assuming it exists.
Ooh, could be, if I have a record of it, it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to a few hours. There's a lot of...
Well, maybe
what if we go and we need to go to this alchemist shop and a tea shop as well, because apparently Davi's never had like good tea.
Oh,
before.
no kidding, the tea shop. Oh, I love the rainy cauldron. It's so nice on a hot day.
What's the best one in your opinion?
Oh, in my opinion? Oh, the honey hibiscus. Fabulous brew. It was an in-house special.
Well, I do happen to like sweet things, so honey does sound pretty good.
Oh, it's very nice. It's quite sweet. Has a lovely even pink color to it. Reminds me of summer and spring.
He's going to reach into his bag of cookies and pull one out and offer it to this guy. If you
you're holding your hand like this. You were away, so I realized I should... this is a halfling woman who's only a few inches taller than you.
Oh, then I'll just give it to her. If you like sweet things, I got these cookies back at the casino from the restaurant part. They're pretty good.
I don't have the biggest sweet tooth, but I'll tell you what, I will still take it with my thanks. My daughter...
Well, as long as good sweets go to good people, what can go wrong?
That is a very good sentiment. I'm going to have to hold on to that one.
Did I say something good, Cedric?
You did. That was
okay.
I know, but...
Meanwhile, Davi internally freaking out at having impressed Cedric.
Davi's going to just kind of look. Well, we should probably go to that alchemist shop and see what that mushroom lady wanted.
Agreed.
If you're going to the alchemist shop, do yourselves a favor. He currently has a, let's call it a condition. Don't mention it. It will rile him up. It has been. You'll know it when you see it.
Alright.
Just don't.
Why? What's his condition? Jumping to conclusions?
No, Davi, that's you.
I don't think there's anybody like me, Edma.
I agree.
Got you there.
Mind if I ask you a quick question?
Please.
You heard anything about a temple of the setting moon? It's further north.
Yes, I believe that's on Moonlight Ridge, up near Oriah, I believe.
Yeah, I found the location, but I still don't know much about the temple itself.
If memory serves, it was it was a monastery, a sort of school where you'd be trained in the art of devil slaying, I believe. Quite strict. It was a school of warriors, and it had some, I won't say famous students, but effective ones nonetheless. Maybe not, ones who get their statues or names in the history books, but I've only heard good things about it.
Interesting. Well, thank you for the information.
Not a problem.
Well, do you guys think
I could help you with?
Do you guys think we should go to the alchemist shop?
That sounds like a good
think
move.
I think you've gotten all the information we need for now. You've been most helpful.
Try my best. If you'll end up needing me, my house is 2 doors down. It's one of the few residential homes up this far towards town square. If I'm not there, my husband or daughter should be able to help you. Pleasure meeting you all. I should get back to my research though. Clear skies to you all. And she'll walk off.
See ya.
Yeah, I hope there's clear skies, because whenever they aren't clear, they like to zap me.
Low, angry rumbling in the distance.
I'm just gonna look in the direction of the rumbling and just... I guess we'll head to the alchemist shop then.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good. I just had an apple. But yeah, you say you like those.
They're good.
They are good.
I might have one later, but I just had an apple.
Okay, so everyone's on board going to the alchemy shop?
That's the plan.
I hope so.
Alright, so as said, the Cork and Bottle, the alchemy shop, is located right across this main road from the church. It's a little on the small side, but nothing tiny. And you walk in, and it looks empty. Like, the shelves have these, lists of potions on chalkboards. They've got ingredients. There are prices, but it doesn't seem like anyone's here at first.
Walk into the shop. Hello? Alchemist person?
I'm coming!
Oh, okay, there's somebody here. First I thought the building was going to come alive and try and eat us, but, it didn't happen.
Welcome to the Mimic House.
Actually, speaking of that, just as a quick aside, Ethan, I thought of a one-shot where you're basically stuck in fantasy Costco and it's been invaded by mimics, so you don't know what's mimics and what's not.
Oh god, I think that's how you get people just fireballing literally everything. Oh god, not the Costco.
We laughed, the bartender laughed.
The sanctity of Costco must be preserved.
Listen, I'm just gonna take a load off on this table and chairs. Will you guys go try and figure a way out of here? The table licks your arm.
What'd you say, Phoebe?
I would just try to become friends with the mimics.
Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. Depends on how much they want to eat my flesh. If it's a lot, then, nah. But, if not really, then, maybe there's a dialogue to be had. Regardless, out from the back room, the door behind the counter opens up. None of you see anyone, but you hear footsteps. It closes, and the counter has a section, and that pushes open, and this elvish child, who looks maybe 11, scuttles out, and all of their clothes, none of them seem to fit. Like, the sleeves on the shirt and coat are rolled way, way up, just to kind of fit, but even then it kind of hangs past the hands as their arms are at their sides. Their pants have been severely rolled up to fit them.
Dalby's going to, like, grab Cedric and pull him down. Is his condition wearing clothes that are way too big for him?
Yes, hello, welcome to the Cork and Bottle. My name is Vinny.
Okay.
How can I help you? Don't look at me like that.
It's okay. I got this, Cedric, because we're not supposed to call attention to what's going on. Your clothes look very nice.
Thank you.
Potion seller. I'm going into battle, and I require
your strongest potions.
You can
Cannot handle my strongest potions. Alright.
I had the other out of my system.
I went a little lightheaded from that one. Now, how can I help you find gentlemen and lady?
What type of things do you sell here?
Potions, mostly, I'd assume.
You would assume correctly, potions of various sizes, shapes, and effects.
Look,
Do you have
we're
anything
here
that-
for a couple different things.
Anything that could make a person fly?
Well, yes. Point of order one is we are planning to try and go up to that temple up there and see if we can't solve the whole raining literal cats and dogs thing.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Do you have any potions that can help us fly or float or at least make it through that wind tunnel without dying?
You won't die. You'll just pancake on the ground.
That could lead to death, Davi.
I'm afraid I stocked several potions of levitation, but unfortunately they were bought yesterday.
Who
The
bought
whole stock.
them?
Please don't tell me it was the Furbolg.
Huh?
Was it a big mushroom lady?
Oh, no, she... You know what? No, it
That was
wasn't
our
her.
second point of order, but first finish your sentence.
No, it was, it looked human to me.
Are they
A
still
guy about... Points at Zeshi. Her height... little more meat on his bones than your pale friend here.
Wait. Did he happen to have, like, a weird, did he look kind of sketchy? Did he have, like, an emblem?
This symbol, and I'll show him.
Not that I saw on him, but...
Did he say anything like, let the storm rage on or something?
He didn't.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I would call him sketchy, and...
Do you know where we could...
besides...
Do you know where we could find him? Do you know if he's still around?
Should be. He mentioned him and some buddies of his running experiments in the eastern part of the city.
Alright, well, we've got to go crack some heads, guys. It's more of those stupid cultists. Sorry, sir.
Cultists.
Nothing to do with you.
Of course they're cultists. Well, listen. If you deal with those bums, tell you what, you can take the rest of the levitation potions.
You just cut out, sorry.
I said, if you deal with those bums, you can take the levitation potions free of charge as payment.
Oh, sounds great.
But if you're looking to go up, I'll try to fix you up something that'll... Because if you don't land in the right spot, you're going to go right back through those clouds. At least I would assume so. Last I checked, clouds aren't made of stone that you could walk on.
Do you know if there's anybody in this city, right?
Yes?
Anyone who sells magical things. The good ones, not bad ones. There's been too many bad ones.
Define bad.
Like exploding in your hand. You should see what I did with that guard captain.
That is straight up defective.
Yeah, I don't want any more of those. So, like, good ones.
Well, outside of my potions, Oliver General sometimes gets, like, more common magic items in. He doesn't stock, like, high-end stuff. You're not going to find, like, a Rod of Fireball.
As long as they just don't as long as they don't explode.
Oliver doesn't stock stuff that'll hurt you. I mean, in theory, yes, technically you could probably hurt your... He sells, but no, it shouldn't explode, is my point.
Okay, that sounds good.
You said there were 2 points of order?
Well, the second one was...
Yes, the
was
furbolg.
The mushroom lady.
Yeah, creepy one. Well, what'd you want to know?
What did she do while she was here?
She asked if I sold any poisons. I told her
Do
I
you
have
do
a...
poison?
I mean, I do.
No, God damn it, Ethan, that was out of character. Fuck you.
I know, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Do you do poison? And if you did do poison, would it kill someone who looked like this?
Why does everything hurt right now? Fuck.
Yeah, she asked if I did poisons. I told... I do a few, some simple ones. She wanted a sample?
I'm assuming she drank it if you gave her one.
Yeah, how'd you know?
She
You know those toxic mushrooms she had growing on the top of her staff?
I thought those looked like that kind of mushroom.
She eats them. It's weird.
Come again?
Anyway, we found a cart on our way into town that had a multitude of mushrooms in the back.
Hey, did any of us save?
Don't think so, no.
Did any of us
just-
what?
You tossed them all out the back of the cart and left.
Yeah, no, we didn't save one.
Because they were toxic.
Yeah. They were the equivalent of Britney Spears.
Can you roll me a cringe check at disadvantage?
What?
Yo, you just posted.
I think they're talking to RJ.
You just posted cringe in general.
This one's going in my cringe compilation.
But does anyone want to see the little mushroom man I made the other day?
I want to see a little mushroom man.
There's a little mushroom man, and he has a little mushroom man cat.
Now I gotta see.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's adorable.
He's blue. And his things are shiny. I will post pictures that look better.
Yeah, it's
He's a
really
little
cool.
cat. Little ears poking at the top.
Oh, I like that.
With
I
other
like that a
tinier
lot.
mushrooms. And he's got butt cheeks.
Butt cheeks!
I sculpted
Oh,
him
yeah.
butt cheeks.
That boy is kicked up.
He's double cheeked up.
Yo, you want some cake, the mushroom man?
He's just allowed to go out like that.
Oh
He's got
my
cake
god.
on every lady.
I bet you he's caused some accidents outside.
You walking through a cave filled with mushrooms, so this doesn't seem too bad. You start walking behind you.
The sound
Yo,
of death.
he's that cheeked up. Also, he's made out of mushrooms, so it'll be really quiet.
Yeah, it's a much softer material. So she eat. Okay, that is particularly weird. I So does that mean she bought the poison just to drink it?
Probably.
Potentially,
Yeah.
but we're also concerned about the men she may have murdered earlier.
She said something about clients, if I'm not mistaken. I think people buy poison from her. I could be wrong.
Or she does hits for them.
Or that.
She better not be reselling my poisons as hers.
I don't think she'd be reselling it, sir.
Well, God, I sure hope not. As for the cart, do you know what it had on it besides mushrooms? Or what the guys looked like?
I'll describe what the guys looked like in detail. 'Cause, like how they look dead.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're from Griffin Springs.
They are. They run a small supply company. Or at least they're employed by it. They were running deliveries around the city.
Were.
Well, they had finished.
Had. They're very, very dead now.
Yes, I understood that part. That is terrible news, honestly. They just a couple people trying to make a living.
I find it very odd.
I wish I could tell you more about it. They delivered some herb to me. I think they dropped some fruits and vegetables off to some of the taverns around the city. I think they did some amount of salts to the church.
Out of curiosity, do you happen to know a Mox from Thalon?
Yeah, of course I know him.
In a good way or a bad way?
It depends on how you look at it, but look, you don't get to be the son of a court alchemist.
You cut out after a court alchemist?
The son of a court alchemist and not be known.
Oh, I was hoping you knew him personally. Never mind.
Oh, personally, no. I never had the pleasure. Met his mother, though.
What was she like?
Honestly? How do I put this nicely?
A bit much.
What? Overbearing?
A bit much.
Yeah, let's go with a bit much. She's perfectly pleasant to talk to. Very focused on her work. If you bring up her kid, she gets to be a bit much.
Obsessive or
overly smothering?
Oh.
She'll either go off on a tangent, a very motherly tangent, or she'll just start asking questions about is he okay. Time. I have yet to meet your son. You did not introduce. But she still asked, "Oh, well, do you get it? Have you gotten a delivery from him? Potion's getting better. Do you know if he slept?"
I ask very similar questions, but I at least hope I'm not overbearing about it.
I highly doubt you could be overbearing to her. I swear to God, if she didn't work several days away from, he's still set up in Thalorn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, if they didn't live like 2 or 3 weeks away from each other, she would probably be visiting him every gift baskets just to make sure he was taking care of himself.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry. You were
I think
asking
that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, anything else I can help you with? I wish I could just make you but I don't have the materials right now because I used them to make my stock.
Nope, that's about it.
All right, fair enough, I suppose. Do you guys need anything else?
Do you have any health potions in stock?
Oh yeah. How many you need?
How much are you selling them for?
Oh, 1,000 gold per.
Whoa!
I'm kidding. Nobody ever laughs at that one. Everyone thinks I'm serious. I don't know why people think exactly. I thought at that high of a number, no one would seriously, but yeah, but seriously.
You just have to hope for the day where a really rich person comes in and decides to actually fork over the money.
That would be wonderful.
Today is not that fortunate day.
Well, no offense, but I can tell you guys aren't rich. You don't have your heads monstrously far up your asses.
Oh, well.
Kind of a thing. Well, he kind of looks at Cedric again. I don't know. You kind of... And then he kind of looks at Zeshi. You two. You guys kind of look like you could be the kids or grandkids of rich people. But like the kind that don't really like the rich lifestyle.
Zeshi's just going to shrug off her dress. So that she's in her rogue outfit, so that she doesn't look as preppy.
I don't look like that, do it?
Yeah, she looked down at herself.
Oh my god.
I don't look privileged, do I?
Well, according to him, you almost do.
Oh, almost. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these two told me that. That's...
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess, and she's going to put the dress back on.
Anyway, sorry about that. I actually have a bit of a surplus, so I'm only charging 2 silver per potion of healing right now.
Oh, that's actually pretty fantastic. I'll take 3.
Sure.
You'd be surprised if I told you I didn't have the funds taken.
You kind of looked
You
up
lost
and down.
all of your funds paying for that bar.
I didn't pay a lick for that bar. What are you talking about?
You lost all your funds after gambling.
Had funds.
I gambled my 1 gold coin.
Alright, you said 2 silver for each?
Yeah, 2 silver per, he said.
I'm taking 3 to remove. And these are lesser health potions, I imagine.
They are potions of healing. Should be common.
Basic.
Yeah, just potions of healing is the most common variety. He'll turn to go back to counter and he'll start walking, but then you kind of see the unfold themselves, and so he starts kind of make sure he doesn't. And then he opens the part of the bar and waddles back. He takes a second. You can kind of hear him, what sounds like cloth being rolled back up. There is some scraping of wood on wood. As you can see, a stool being pushed around behind the counter, which he hops up onto. Opens up part of the wall to the side of the door, which it didn't look like a cabinet, but he'll pull out the potions and close it, and he'll look over, look down, and he'll carefully climb off the stool, push it up towards the counter, put the potions up on the counter and hop back up on the stool. Christ, this is used to be so much easier. All right, just 3.
Talking to me?
Yeah, he scuttled about, got the potions, and is sitting at the counter. Just the 3?
Yes.
All right. He'll push them towards you and take the silver. Thank you kindly. Anything else I can get you today?
Something for migraines? So my player can stop having a migraine?
I don't know what a player is.
Funny.
No,
Haha.
what can I say? I'm just a real chuckle machine. Real chuckle machine.
Yep.
What about the rest of you? You guys all good? Just the information that...
I'm not sure.
You sure? He kind of looks over you, Cedric. You sure you don't need something, buddy?
I'm.
Or sickly?
It's not it's a physical appearance thing. Nothing.
Say no more. I completely understand. Trust me.
I will almost respond to that and then think better of it.
So nothing for the kind of preppy girl, the big line.
What was I didn't hear you at the end.
He said nothing for the preppy looking one, the big lioness or the little guy.
No, we're all right. This little guy is not so little.
Davi, he might sell potions of strength.
Davi's already pretty strong.
You can do a similar thing to your belt, just not for, ever.
Do you have potions of giant strength?
Strength.
Do you have any potions of strength?
I have a potion of strength. It's not of giant strength. I don't have the materials for that one, and I can't afford the materials right now. They're quite expensive.
That's fair.
I do have one that could boost you for a couple of minutes.
How strong would it make you?
Stronger than you are currently.
Davi's already pretty strong. He can wrestle.
Yeah, and imagine if you were stronger temporarily.
Strength doesn't always come from the outside, it come from inside too, Clam.
Yes, that's why you drink the potion.
Oh, so if you consume things, you gain their strength. Sorry, Cedric, I'm gonna have to eat you.
What the fuck?
Sorry, what did he just say?
No, Davi. You see, you consume the potion of strength, and then the strength is inside you, like you said.
For a little while.
So if I consume you, I'll have you inside of me.
It only works for
Is Cedric
potions,
a potion of
Davi.
strength?
No. You see?
He is not. Therefore, your theory would not work. You would
Could
just
we
be
turn
eating
Cedric... Potion person. Can you turn Cedric into a potion?
Okay, listen, don't drag me into this weird shit. I do not turn. Okay?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, how much for the potion of strength?
I'd sell it for 10 gold.
Oh, and he's gonna come up to the counter and just kind of like get as close to this guy as he can. Do you happen to sell any potions of wing?
I think that's what we were.
I have a charm potion.
Oh, okay. What does that do?
It makes whoever drinks it like the next person they talk to a whole lot.
Oh. How much is that one?
He's gonna pull this little book and open it up. Actually, that's a good point. I haven't sold one of those in so long. I've actually forgotten. He's just gonna flip. Here it is. Really? Might have to go edit that later. I'll sell you one for 2 gold.
I want it. And I will give him 2 gold.
Just the 2 gold?
Yes.
Okay. So he'll slide it over, he'll hop off the stool, scooch it over to another part. He'll scramble up, open up the part of the wall. He'll look up. He'll kind of reach for a shelf that he can't quite reach. I swear to God, this is a fucking curse. And he's gonna hop off. He's gonna scuttle into the back, come back. You'll see a large book put on top of the stool, which he then scuttles on top of and grabs this pinkish purple potion off the shelf and closes it. Hops down, pulls the stool back to the counter, puts the book off, and hops up and... Okay, there you go. 1 charm potion.
Ooh. Thanks.
Just be aware, this is not like a mind control person. Give it to someone and they do... They're just going to be a lot friendlier towards you for 5 or 10 minutes.
It's good enough.
It also doesn't make people fall in love with you. I have to keep clarifying that one.
Who would want that? That's icky.
You would be surprised.
Dovey, you were asking clerics earlier about getting gods to fall in love with you.
Sorry, what?
No, that's no clam.
Now you're lying.
I cannot stress this enough. For the sake of me not getting in a whole lot of trouble, this will not make a god fall.
I don't want a god to fall in love with me. I just want I want to woo them so they will be my friend.
Wooing them insinuates love. You can just befriend people. You can use that term instead of woo.
Buddy, do you think a potion's gonna work on a god?
You'd be surprised at the things he thinks. Do you think?
As Dobby ponders at the bar, the alchemist is just gonna very slowly take the 2 coins and put them...
I think...
There you go.
I think it would be funny if a chicken came to life and thought it was someone else.
Chickens are already alive.
Also, I don't think that second part would ever happen.
You don't think somebody would make a chicken think that it's someone else?
You'd have to spend a true polymorph slot.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Why would someone do that?
Oh,
It would take a lot of effort.
sounds a little funny to me.
Why is Phoebe dying?
You're a robot, Phoebe.
I think she finds
Oh
our...
no, I can't. How about now?
That's better.
That's fine.
I mean, I am dying.
Don't die.
My
I only understood the crying.
Oh, no.
I understand that. That's a language I know very well.
How did you get so loud, Tyler?
I didn't.
You sound so much louder than everyone else.
I literally have done nothing. I literally just came back. Unless someone messes with my audio settings before
I
while I was
I
away.
don't have my headphones on because they were making the migraine worse, and everyone is, quieter because I don't have them on. But I can hear you, like you're lying right next to me.
I am lying right next to you.
Oh God!
Tyler, stop breaking into Phoebe's house!
You don't pay rent. Get out of here.
Get out of here, you degenerate bastard!
All these places have no degenerate policy. What the hell?
Yeah, funny how that works. If you want to be allowed to be a degenerate, go to 4chan.
No, I'm not gonna
All
complain.
right, fine.
I can hear you really well.
What was that, Phoebe?
I'm not gonna complain about being able.
I want to do
Okay,
anything.
you cut off, but I can tell what you're saying at the very
Don't
least.
worry about it.
Gotcha.
It already hurts to listen.
Do you want to like end the session early if it's really getting to you that much?
You guys can keep going, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep going.
Yeah, you're just sleeping off if you're that bad.
Yeah, if you're really hurting, I don't want to like want you to feel like you have to stay here for our sake. Like if you gotta take care of yourself, take care of yourself.
Okay.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, Phoebe.
Yeah, I hope you get some good rest.
I just gotta go kick myself off of the thing. Holy shit. Feels like someone shot me in the face.
Yeesh.
Yep. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, I've had those kind of migraines before.
Mm-hmm.
Do people want to continue for the last hour?
Phoebe had to go rest because she's feeling bad.
Okay. I mean,
Do you want to continue? We're trying to ponder, figure out.
we can keep going. That's fine.
I agree.
Yeah, if it's
If you
just
guys are
one-
cool
one
with still playing, I have no problem.
If everyone else wants to, that's fine with me.
We have to figure out what to do with Clem.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out for Clem. For now, honestly, we can actually. Why don't we just say Clem's got a bit of a headache, so staying quiet and tending to herself at the moment.
That's fine.
All right, that works.
Hey,
All right.
So at this point, when we're done here or when we're wrapping up here, I'm gonna go find the general store.
Okay. So you've got your potion. I believe everyone else
Hey,
said they were
Dobby,
good.
before you go,
Hmm.
you weren't a bit confused by the idiom of "it's raining cats and dogs." I found it a little surprising. I would have expected you to say.
Tommy just sits there, looks from one direction, looks to the other. Yeah, raining. Is in the horror. Cats and dogs, and he's gonna start walking out of the shop, just chanting "cats and dogs."
Is that guy okay?
No.
We
First day I met him, he got kicked in the head by a horse. I don't think it was the kick in the head by the horse that did it.
It was the lightning.
Oh.
He's a bit of a lightning rod.
Does he need to see a priest?
And he might burn the church down if we did that.
This poor man.
maybe by accident. Maybe.
That's like a 70-30 chance right there.
This guy's secretly gonna call the fucking guards on me.
So that, with that being said, why are you guys letting him wander off a...
You know, that's honestly a question we need to ask ourselves more often.
Please go catch up with him before something catches fire.
I'd be a bit more worried about what the storm has to bring, but
I mean, I do too. Don't get me wrong. Keep your eyes to the sky, but
I need to
Storm is approaching.
reevaluate what leads we have.
Shall we?
So do you
Cedric,
get-
do you think we still need to head to that tea house, or should we just get started on the ritual?
I think we can honestly do the tea house later.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get Davi and start getting started on the ritual.
Hi, Phoebe.
Phoebe's not here. She had to. My mom says hi. They all say hello.
Fine.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that's Tyler, Quinn, Allison, RJ. I mean, you know RJ.
Hi.
Hello.
Nathan's
Hi.
mom.
Who are you? Yeah, who are you?
Wait, you went, how did you get in my house? How did the dog not notice you come in?
I'm sorry, Ethan, but whenever I think of Oliver, it's just somebody exists. Oliver, you fucking what?
Dude,
I am.
you're not wrong. He sees somebody walking down the other side of the street and he off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that boy ain't right. I love him to death, but he ain't right.
Oh boy, right.
That just ain't right.
That just ain't right.
Anyway, I think we're going out. Oh, well, RJ is not knowing.
Well, if you three are leaving, it is easy to find Davi as he is, one, not had time to get very far, and two, is still chanting cats.
Davi!
Davi.
Are they yelling at me?
Yes, they have exited the store. You haven't had time to get.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Hi, guys.
Well, so we're doing this as we have. There's a plan that we're following here.
Oh, what's the plan?
So, to be perfectly honest, it's just a crazy hypothesis and it might not even work, but I want to try doing this ritual to this old sky god at the funnel and seeing if that does something, because the nature of this anomaly seems intrinsically tied to this old god and his worship. There's a chance it could do something.
It's probably a good idea. I'm gonna go to the general store and try and see if I can find anything useful there.
Okay. What sorts of things are you looking for?
Oh, he might have some magic items or maybe some utilities. Lots of rope. Maybe a rope to tether us to the ground in case, we don't want to whoosh away.
I think I have rope, actually.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna need a lot of rope.
I also have.
I have a lot of rope.
Well, we'll just see what he has, Well, it's good to check into different stores in different towns.
I have 50 feet of rope.
I think we all probably have 50 feet of rope.
I'm just... Wait.
You idiot! We've all got rope!
We've all got rope.
Wait, you also have
a lot of
standard
rope.
issue 50 feet
We
of
also
rope?
have.
Oh god, that should be Torval's next conspiracy theory. It's like, why do we all have suspiciously similar equipment?
Why do we all have
I'll use my rope. Did you need rope? Why do you also have rope? It's just rope, dude. Plenty of people carry rope in our line of work.
How many torches do you have? Just two. Why?
I also
what about
have
you?
2 torches.
I also have 2 torches. Oh my god, how much food do you have? About 4 days worth of rations. I also have 4 days of rations.
The other possibility is there's some giant D&D corporation that sells super standardized adventuring kits.
Adventuring
It's
starter packs.
The McDonald's of adventuring supplies.
Like the adventurer's meal, please.
Oh, great. Another adventurer. Well, just pack of stuff.
I want mine to come with a boy's toy. Thank you.
A dagger with a blue handle.
Man, this is a Wendy's.
Anyway. So you could go ahead and see what you can find at the general store. I'll start collecting. Actually, see if they have a bucket. Apparently we need one.
Okay, I'll try and find a bucket.
Now, where are we going to find some dried dirt?
Bucket? More like I'm pressed.
Why don't you try digging the ground up, Cedric?
It has to be dry, Dobby.
Well, then try the dirt.
It needs to be especially dry.
Well, then cook the dirt.
You tried cooking dirt before?
Yes!
Of course you have.
Right, yeah. But,
Fine, I'll get them.
The other thing you should ask for is seeds. See if they have seeds.
Okay, fine. I'll ask him for that. I'll get the bucket and I'll get some dirt. I'll cook the dirt for you. God, David's just going to get everything for your silly ritual, Cedric. He's going to start walking away towards the general store. So I'll go to the general store.
I don't understand that, child.
Davi, how do you locate the general store?
With my...
I asked because you haven't been given directions.
Stigbird, where is the general store? And I'm gonna hold him out like a divining rod to try and find it.
So... Okay, so Stickbutt's gonna divide you towards the nearest passerby, and you will just hear... Davi, perhaps you should ask someone that lives here.
Hi, person. Do you know where the general store is? Stickbird told me to ask you.
The person's gonna turn around. Who said that?
I'm up here.
Miss, over. Yes, you with the bangs over your eye. Are you talking to me?
Bangs? What the? No, look up. No, your other up.
What?
Look up and then look up in reverse.
Alright, who's fucking with me?
Look down, for Christ's sake!
Oh! Why didn't you just say down?
I did say that.
Yeah, at the end there.
Do you know
I'm sorry, little guy. What do you need?
No. Do you know where the general store is?
Oh, sure. Go right down that West Main Road. You'll see a sign for Oliver's General.
Alright, well, thanks, and try not to look up too much, I guess.
Except do, because it could start raining fire.
Believe me, everyone in town always looks up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the general store.
Alright. Out of curiosity, what are the rest of you doing then?
I guess trying to find some dry-ass dirt.
Okay, Zeshi, Edma, what about you guys?
I have very little to do here. I will amused watch Cedric look for his dry dirt.
Fair enough.
So
I'll help Cedric.
Are there like trees growing places? Like they're like it's not all cobblestone, I imagine.
Town Square is.
Sure, but so I'll wander a little and try and find somewhere that maybe. Actually, I'll ask someone if there's like a park or something.
They'll say, not a park. Why? Do you need to take a walk?
I'm just looking for some softer ground.
It's not really a park around. I mean, if you're just looking for like a more comfortable place to sit outside of like, I guess the benches, there are a couple of trees planted. Try to squeeze yourself in under them.
That sounds.
They're kind of in their own little, spots.
Can you direct me? Can you point me in the right direction?
They're scattered all over. I think the closest one is right over there. And he's gonna point a little ways down from the alchemy store.
I'll head over there.
All right. So you walk over, and as you do, when you're maybe 15 feet away, this fairly blue-collar dressed person walks up to the tree with a watering can.
It's like, wait, whoa, I'll just like, excuse me.
Yes?
If it's all the same to you, could you hold off on that for just a few seconds? I'm
Why?
magic stuff. Need specific materials. Dry dirt. You don't need to know the specifics. I have a reason to.
What kind of magic stuff?
Trying to fix.
Not the kind of magic stuff that made that happen, right?
Quite the reverse, actually. Trying to fix it.
Cedric, could you roll me persuasion?
Sure. 9.
They're gonna look at you. You son of a bitch. And they're just gonna start pouring the water.
I'll go looking for another one.
Wait a second, get back here, you son of a bitch! Not before I get to them first!
I start running.
They also start running.
The gardener versus the corpse.
Well, at the very least, Edna and Zeshi have a show.
I'm like
Like an
scanning
amazing one.
everywhere.
You know what? Make me a perception check.
What have I done?
You've started a war.
14.
14? Yeah, you spot the next one. You spot the next closest one,
Locked on
but this
target.
person is on your heels.
Actually, I'll because this person already has a low opinion of me. I'll summon my echo like 30 feet out and use it to teleport and make me faster.
You'll hear from behind you. Ah, demon magic!
you hear him say scream demon magic, and you hear off in the distance.
just fucking like demons off in the distance with like a low hum of the only thing they fear is you echoing across the landscape.
He screams that. You hear a loud metallic clanging as Zeshi, the person, immediately drops the watering can and starts running in the other direction.
Wait, what did I
towards the
see?
church.
What
You see the gardener drop their watering can and start
in response
Cedric.
to what?
After screaming demon
Oh,
magic.
okay. Well, that could end up being a problem, but I'll check the dirt.
Well, that's just rude.
Does the dirt seem sufficiently dry?
It seems fairly dry. Yeah, you think this should do.
Alright, I'll take it. I'll realize I didn't really think about transportation.
Man, if only you had a bucket.
I will. I mean, let's see. Let me see what I have in my inventory.
I mean, you always have nature's bucket.
Since I don't really use it, I'll pour out my water skin.
Okay.
So yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh wait, but it's still.
But there's residual water.
There's residual shit.
Turn it inside out.
I'll hear the voice of Davi in my head telling me to turn it inside out. And I'll.
You'll hear in your head, God said that just turn it inside out. What kind of mother are you?
Yeah, just in your head. God said, like, why don't you just turn your water skin inside out, you big dummy?
But you're
kind of
also
mother
really
are
cool,
you?
but like I don't think that.
You're also really cool, Cedric, but I didn't say that, and I don't think that.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I will take some dirt and store it in it.
Okay, yeah, that's creative. I like it. Yeah, absolutely.
Thought we had a bucket.
And then
No, you don't. No, I'm getting.
No, he sent Davi to go get a bucket.
And then I will think about it and throw my hood up before the church comes looking for the demon magic practitioner. And I will go back to the group.
I mean, Zeshi seems to be rather amused.
Demon magic. That's not what demon magic looks like.
That's not what that looks like. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I know these things.
I just imagine Edmund up to the shenanigans, just flipping through a poetry book. Like glancing up to make sure nobody's dead.
She's just.
She's reading.
Tired. Just
She's reading demon poetry.
You know,
I mean, it could be.
it technically could be, theoretically. It's not likely, but possible.
Maybe demons have the time to write poetry.
They do spend a lot of time in the Abyss, and I hear there's not a whole lot to do down. Davi, you on the other hand, do find Oliver General pretty easily. I'm assuming you head inside immediately.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what type of character I'm playing?
Fair point. There's a few townspeople inside, and there is a tabaxi standing behind the counter talking to one of the townsfolk.
Oh, I'm gonna walk over behind this person he's talking to and wait for them to close their conversation as to not interrupt.
Sorry, what was the second half of that?
I don't want to interrupt their conversation, so I'm gonna wait for them to finish.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can just hear them talking. Yeah, no, it turned to ice last week, so I guess fire's not like the worst. But, then again, the other time it just spawned frogs, right? Was it frogs or tadpole? Dude, I don't remember. It's just... Shit's just weird. Pardon me, I think I have a customer. Hi. Tabaxi looks over.
You said frogs?
Oh, we're talking about the stupid chaos rain or whatever you want to call it.
You shot out frogs?
No, it turned into frogs when the rain...
What? That sounds awful for your skin.
It was awful for your skin and your ears. When you have hundreds of frogs all croaking at once, you don't...
Oh.
Wait. You said it was raining. Wait, am I here? Or is it there?
You're still with the other two.
I'm here raining.
Davi does not like that. Davi does not want to think. What? I need a bucket, and I need some of your seeds. If you have seeds, I think.
He needs your seed.
Yeah, I mean, I have a need for seed.
God, I hope you mean plant seeds. I do carry some. Is particular kind.
Well, he didn't make a specific request, so I think any kind will.
Okay, you need seeds in a bucket?
Yes, seeds in the bucket.
Seeds in the bucket, okay.
Yes. We're going to do a ritual to appease the old sky god so we can get him to stop the weird rain thing.
Sure. You got 5 copper?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, yeah, sure, no problem.
Give it to him.
And he'll walk over one of the shelves, he'll just pull off a bucket, he'll open a little drawer, flip through some little bags, and just pick one up and drop it in. Just close it, and he's like, I had a lot of orange seeds, so those in. So this dunk is a bucket.
Oh, bucket. That's nice. Probably good for carrying things,
I find it is, yeah. Simple wood, reinforced with a little bit of metal handle.
Yeah, that is true. But for the important stuff, I heard that you might sell magical items here, good ones.
I get some in on occasion. What will you look?
It's more of a question of what do you have right now.
Right this second? I don't have any, actually. They all got bought.
Who bought them? Wait a minute, don't tell me, was it the shady people?
Who are the shady people?
They're a part of this weird cult that's making bad magic items, and they have this symbol, skull, storm, and they like to say, "Let the storm rage on." Did the group of them come in here and buy them all up? That sounds like they would do that.
One guy came in and bought them all. Looked like he'd been to the Cork and Bottle, but
Yeah,
wasn't a group.
that sounds like them. They went over and bought all the potions of levitation from the alchemy guy, and I think they might have done something with the temple or want to do something with the temple. That's why I'm going to beat their stupid faces in.
You think this guy's in a cult?
Yes, me and my friends have had dealing with them in the past. They've been causing a lot of problems. They caused how did Clem say it? A temporal time paradox on a casino where everyone was stuck in there for 3 weeks. It was not good.
They did that.
I think so. Yeah. We had to fight a boiler to save everyone so that they wouldn't be stuck in there. It was like a casino where you could never leave.
Oh, God, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the guy who owns the place was really nice, and he was pretty cooperative once we told him what was going on. But we were mostly concerned for the people who had kids. You know, we wanted to make sure they got out and, you know, help them. Because it's been like a long time. We went into the town and the general store person said that nobody had come out in 2 weeks, and that's a little fishy.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
So,
extremely fishy.
We came into this town and we saw the weird magic rain, and then we heard about the guy buying the levitation potions, and I kind of rolled my eyes because it's like, well, here we go again.
Oh, you guys deal with this often, huh?
Well, I wish I could say that we didn't, but these, pardon Davi's language, these fuckers keep showing up and can't keep their fucking fuck fingers to themselves. God, I don't like cultists.
And no, I don't think anyone does. Them and their fuck fingers.
Yeah, you got that. It's alright. You see this? He's gonna pull his axe off his back. You see this axe? See these notches? That's for all the ones that I cut down. So
Cultist, right?
Yes, cultist.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I understood you properly.
no.
You mind putting that thing away?
Oh,
Murder hobo brags about body count.
He'll just put it there. Put it back on his back. Yeah, no, Davi only wants to take care of people that, well, are bad and possibly trying to hurt him. Yargoth said that when it comes to self-defense, that's generally how that should be used. You know, don't be the aggressor. I think that's what he said.
This is a bit off topic. Can I ask you a personal question?
What is that?
Why do you talk like a giant?
Well, my dad is a storm giant. His name is Yargoth. He lives on Dragon's Maw.
Oh, your poor mother.
I didn't know my mom. I don't even know if I had a mom, or maybe I did, but I didn't know her. This Yargoth, and then you know he had a brother. Well, he was kind of Yardu. He was nice, but yeah. So you know he's my dad, and he taught me lots of things, and you know I guess I kind of picked up how he talked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Was just curious.
Oh, it's alright, you know. It's not every so often you see a storm giant come down from the mountain. We're pretty, you know, seclusionary.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. I got struck by lightning like twice when I was on the mountain and once off the mountain, and now I can shoot lightning out of my hands. It's a little fast, you know, but I guess that's kind of how life hits you, you know.
Life does come at you fast.
Why do I get the sinking feeling you're an adventurer?
Oh, yeah, well, I guess that's kind of the title. Well, you see, I know I hear that thrown around a lot, like adventurers, and some people do it for riches, but I want to find, there's this belt. It's a belt of storm giant strength. I need it so I can give my dad a ride on my back. Because he did it for me all the time, and I want to be able to repay the favor.
Well, that's very kind of you. Best of luck finding that. That's, from what I understand, that's pretty hard to find.
That's like kind of been getting the feeling of that, but you know, I'm not going to give up.
Well, no. I mean, it sounds like your dad's worth it, you know?
Absolutely. You should see him suplex a boulder. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'd love to, as long as it was outside the city.
Oh no, he only does it when no one's around, and he wants to make sure that nobody would get hurt. Yargoth would always say before he would suplex a boulder, "Safety first, Davi."
That's a good lesson, but that's also a really weird thing to say, right?
Well,
suplex a boulder.
He did lots of safety lessons, but you know, cool guy. But anyway, I got the bucket and I got the seed, and I have to go cook some dirt now.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
What? Is there some type of lingo that nobody told me about? God, Cedric, you're supposed to tell me these things. And he's going to leave with the bucket and with the seeds in it.
So you're gonna look at his buddy. Who the hell is Cedric?
Mm-hmm. On a scale of 1 to Cedric, how hot are you?
On a scale of 1 to Cedric. Who's Cedric?
Wait, you're Cedric?
You're...
He's gonna...
Really?
I guess I'll make my way over to the wind tunnel with the bucket.
Okay. You can find the other three. Cedric has his... You know that cloak anywhere.
Okay, Cedric, I got the bucket full of the shopkeeper's seed. Here you go.
Well, when you put it like that, I almost want you to leave.
We'll let Clem explain that one. Yes, thank you, Daddy.
She's just vaguely rubbing her temples in the background.
Cedric, did you cook that dirt before you got it?
I found it pre-dried, actually.
I don't know. He said really dry.
Look, 3 minutes in the microwave and it'll be fine.
What the hell is a microwave?
I will.
What's a microwave? Zeshi casts thunderclap on her 2 fingers.
Oh, wait, Alvin, I can cook your meal at 350 in 30 minutes. Microwave, I can cook your meal at 4,500 degrees in 1 minute. Scaff.
But why do they call it oven when you
up in the cold food of how hot heat?
Yes.
Well, good thing Phoebe left for the night, because otherwise you would have severely worsened her headache with that one.
I will. Will Davi hand over the bucket?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Alright.
Oh, I'll give it to you.
Is it that he wants the bucket?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know why, but the shopkeeper, when he sold me this, he said, "This is a bucket." Here you go, Cedric.
God.
Dear God. It gets worse.
Yeah, there's more.
No. Cedric, there's more.
Yes, there's a packet of orange seeds
Does
inside.
anyone else have a question?
You did not read mine.
You did not read mine. Would you like the bucket? Yes.
Yes.
You did not read mine, Cedric. Is it that you want the bucket? No, Cedric, I want your cape.
Alright, I will put the dirt into the bucket and then put the seeds into the dirt.
Okay.
And
Oh, you dirty boy.
remind me what the next steps were that we were told. It was something about
setting it down in an area that can see the sky.
Check.
and say your prayer.
All right.
They said there wasn't really a standard prayer.
Do you want Davi to make the prayer because he did a really good job on the last one?
Hey, Cedric, could you roll me an intelligence check real quick?
Are you smart?
It's Morton.
No, I'm not. I have a -1 intelligence. That's a 6.
Okay, continue.
Well, all right, Davi. Do you remember what the name of the god is that you're praying to?
It's the sky god. Lavos.
Lavi.
It rhymes with your name. It should be easy to remember.
Oh, Lavi. Okay.
And do you remember what you're praying for?
We're praying to use the wind tunnel.
I suppose that's an option. I thought we would do the traditional prayer for a bountiful harvest and rain. Since the whole issue is regarding the rain going haywire, maybe asking.
I mean, why would you want him to make it rain if fucking frogs have been falling from the goddamn sky?
Frogs?
Yeah. We can try either, I suppose. I just thought because no one has prayed to him in over 100 years.
Cedric, my feathers are having a good day. I don't want to deal with any fucking frogs.
All right. Go ahead and
watch your fucking language, young man.
Pray for access through the wind tunnel, then. Whatever you think is best. I'll trust.
Okay.
I'll trust your judgment.
I'm gonna take the bucket and I'm gonna walk over to the wind tunnel, and I'm going to take some of the potion of charm, so they can't see it, and I'm gonna pour a drop into the bucket.
It's not dry anymore.
Make this, and I'll just kind of wish it around. Okay, charming dirt, let's go. I'm going to set it down, get down on my knees, and take out Stickbird and...
God damn it, Davi.
You...
Okay, Lavi, if you can hear me, there's been a lot of problems with the rain, and I know what it's like to not have people pay attention to you and, to kind of be forgotten about. So if you could do us one small favor and let us use the wind tunnel to come say hi to you, it would mean a lot to Davi. And his fans would think he's really cool. But mostly, we just want to come say hi. Okay, thanks, Lavi.
Okay.
Cedric, are you familiar with seppuku?
Are you familiar with...
I fail to see the relevance to our current scenario.
I am this close.
I'm this close.
Davi, do you bring the bucket back when you walk back to the group?
No, I'm gonna leave it in front of the wind tunnel.
Okay.
And I will walk back over. Okay, I said my prayer, but I don't know, it might take 1 to 2 business days.
Do you understand what dry means?
He said that we didn't see him do that. He did it out of view.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it out of view. I didn't do it so you guys could see it.
So, well, I mean, all the conditions are right. So, if my theory is correct, this should work.
Well, theories, information, loss of time. It's just kind of how it goes.
I guess we'll stand around for a moment.
Okay.
I will smoke one of my cigarettes.
Okay.
Davi's just gonna look at you and just...
No.
Aww.
No.
It's also possible that...
No cancer sticks for you, little one.
It's possible it won't be a visible change and we'll just have to try going into the wind tunnel again.
Oh, okay. I can go in the tunnel again.
Well,
it's my turn.
Alright. I was going to suggest using my way of having a get out of jail free card, but if you'd like to give it a shot, be my guest.
Yeah, go Edma.
The worst that happens.
Oh, well, It's probably going to be fine.
Just fine. I'm going to just run and leap into it.
By the way, Cedric, I think I wooed a god.
It would. How so?
Well, I put a little bit of the charm potion in the dirt.
Okay.
Like as Edma's jumping in, I'll turn you like, you what?
You did what? Alice, could you roll me an acrobatics check with disadvantage, please?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to make the dirt a little charming, you know.
So she just snorting, trying to hold back, and laughter in the back.
So that's a 4?
Alright. So you full send dive into this thing, and with one very quick motion, you find yourself quickly around in a and just launching back out. You slam into the bucket, knocking it over, and as in the brief second you're laying there, you realize that it feels wet on your.
So, Davi, one of the conditions that we needed to be sure of was that the dirt was dry.
I wanted to spruce the dirt up, you know.
I'm going to throw you into that wind funnel, I swear to God.
Maybe if you had charm powder, that would be acceptable. But potion?
Well, I thought it was a good idea, you know, make the dirt charming, charm the god, charm the dirt.
The dirt.
So earlier when we discussed thinking, I think we've gotten our answer.
Alright, need to find more dirt. Is there any, like, extracting the seeds from the dirt, or is that just a lost cause?
Well, let me ask, did you pour the whole packet in?
Can I say no?
Do you think, be honest with me, that Cedric would have poured an entire packet in? If you genuinely think no, that's okay.
I think you.
Why did we entrust this?
We can just go to the general store and get more.
Yeah.
You can, but if you poured a whole packet in, I mean, it's a cobble street. You could eventually find this.
Yeah.
Digging around the dirt.
I'll just like grab the bucket, pour out the dirt, and just go looking for the general store. Just like briskly walking, try to get more dirt on the way, see if I can spot a tree. I'm just like, if you want something done right, you do it yourself.
If you want something done right, you don't let the Kenku do it.
So to speed things up, can I acquire more seeds?
You can acquire more dirt, and if you're just gonna go into the general store and just ask for more seed, the guy's actually gonna look at you. You are able to get some dry dirt. It helps that you spooked a gardener. But so, yeah, you walk in, and the tabaxi looks over. Ah, hi, how can I help? Are you with that
Yes.
bird giant?
Can I have more seeds, please? We've run into technical difficulties. Please don't ask.
Was there something wrong with the seeds?
No, your wares are fine. Operator error.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. Same kind?
When operating your bucket.
That would be fine.
Be careful not to leave it to Davi.
Sure, it's just a copper for the pack.
Flick one over.
It'll land on the counter, he'll go back, pull open the little drawer and pull out a packet. There you go.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem.
I will pour half of the packet into the bucket and make my way back.
Oh, hey Cedric, you
I think
want
that
some?
guy's having a bad day.
Cedric, do you want some charm potion for your seed pocket?
I will ignore Davi and walk right up to the funnel.
I'll take that as a no.
Okay.
Put down the bucket. And basically go, Lavi, do accept my sincere apologies for that last mishap. But I think the sentiment stands that you have not had worship in a very long time, and I think that could stand to change, and I would ask if you can help us out in any small way possible, letting us make use of this funnel. I'm not very good at this, I apologize, but anything you can do would be appreciated. Thank you.
Alright. For a few moments, it's quiet, or same sound level, I should say. And it's been a fairly still day. But after a few moments, you feel a breeze come from the west and blow east. Enough to take some of the dirt out of the...
Oh shit. Does anything else happen?
No, that breeze comes, it blows to the east.
I'm going to walk over to the side of the wind funnel and try and jump in from the direction the dirt got blown.
Fair enough. Another acrobatics check with disadvantage.
We're really throwing ourselves in there, huh?
Oh, yes.
To be fair, this is not the worst idea.
I got another Mach 21.
You know what that means.
You know what that means!
At first, all person go like, "It worked! It's working!"
He swirls, and then about 20 feet up, you all just watch him pop back.
Oh, just like last time!
Wanna try and get under him to try and catch him?
Sure. Give me an athletics check.
It's working, Pop.
Oh.
If you succeed, I'll half the damage.
23.
One die it is. Davi, you plummet into Edma, who catches you. Still a fair amount of gravity. Take 3 points of damage of the bludgeoning variety.
I felt something.
How are you doing?
Oh, hi, Edma. Your arms are very strong.
Thank you, I work out.
Do I still feel the breeze? Or was it just a momentary thing?
There is a small second gust that manages to take some dirt.
Can I follow it? Like, where it's going?
Yeah, you could try. Yeah.
Okay. If it's not the funnel, then maybe it's trying to lead us somewhere. I'll see if that's possible.
Okay.
I'm trying, clearly, it seems that something happened, so trying to interpret divine signs right at this point.
Okay. You follow it for a little bit, maybe until the second side street off of this main path. The gust just stops, and instead blows south to north. And on that side is a side street.
Okay. Is it like, does it feel like it's still going in a direction, or is it like starting to double back, or?
No, so it was blowing east and is now going north once you got to that side street.
Okay, so it feels like it's still leading. It could theoretically be leading us somewhere.
Yeah. I should ask, are the rest of you guys following, doing something else?
I will pick up
I'll
the
follow.
bucket and follow.
Okay, follow.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Only we got at the moment. So yeah, south it is.
Okay. You go down this side street, and there's been people kind of going about the city, going about their day, keeping an eye on the sky. But down this side street, there isn't a whole lot of people, and after a little bit, you come across some empty glass bottles and corks laying among the ground.
We have to play it a song.
Empty glass like, are the corks are in the bottles?
No,
Yeah,
they're off.
Okay.
What? Oh! Listen to the song that gets played from the wind blowing through the bottles.
Yeah, I'll see if I can hear anything, I guess.
So you pick one up, and you notice it looks a little. There's some residual moisture on the inside.
Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Make them empty.
Yeah, I'll just like try my best. I'll take a cloth and try and wipe out, as best as I can, wipe out the insides.
Okay. Yeah, you'll manage.
Do they make any Can I arrange the bottles from size?
They're all roughly the same size. As a matter of fact, roughly the same size as the bottle you bought your potion in.
Oh, they used them to get up there.
So we need the potions.
We need which potions?
The potion of levitation.
Oh. So I guess you have to figure out where those potions went.
Well, suppose it was worth a shot.
And you'll feel another breeze pushing south again.
We're not done. I'll start following it.
I'll pick up the bucket. Alright, come on, bucket, we got to go. Gonna put a leash on this bucket.
Maybe Stickbird wants to ride in the bucket. Have you asked him?
I'm going to put Stickbird in the bucket, and I'm going to put the bucket on my head. I'm not gonna flip it upside down. I'm gonna be wearing it. I'm gonna be holding it like this.
Gotcha.
Yes, we will continue following the gust, the breeze.
All right. You follow it down and onto another part of the main road. So it follows for a couple of, a minute or two to get to the next main road. And the wind seems to, with some of the dirt particulates still in, you can see it, the gust sort of turn just a little, and blow the hood off of a man who had been standing amongst the buildings with a few other guys.
Oh! Hello there, cultists!
He's just gonna wipe his eye. The hell?
I think the
How are you doing with your fuck fingers?
I think the storm.
What?
I think the storm no longer rages on.
They're gonna look amongst each other. Huh.
I am going to take the bucket and I'm going to chuck it at the guy's head who the hood blew off. Lobby said, God! And just throw it at him.
The bucket, you chuck it.
Could you make me a ranged attack roll with an improvised weapon?
Yes.
Bobby sends his regards. What was the last part?
Fuckers. That's is it my like what's my modifier on that? Just because I got a 19, but my question is what's my mod?
Ranged attack, so Dex.
Okay, Dex. So alright, so 19 plus 4.
Okay, that does hit.
Is that your modifier or your saving? Oh yeah, no, it would be +4. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your Dex is ridiculous.
And I don't have a character sheet up. Quinn, help me out again. Improvised weapon flat rate.
It's usually just what like. It's just like the DM's discretion usually.
It's a wooden bucket. Roll a d4.
Yeah, I would expect.
Did I get unplugged?
No, you yanked the headphones out because you're not paying attention.
No, it's that it's so far away that the slightest move of my head in the wrong direction.
Yeah, an object that bears no
completely
resemblance
unplugged
to a weapon deals 1d4 damage.
Oh, perfect.
Is there any modifier to that? It's Dex mod, right?
I think it's just 1d4, right?
It's 1d4. Well, he's taking 4 damage.
All right. So you launch this bucket, and you say that, and the guy just looks puzzled. He's like, "Who? Dunk."
Fucking got him.
But you also notice Stickbird just fly out of the bucket.
No, not Stickbird.
And I'm gonna run and retrieve Stickbird.
Are we rolling initiative or getting ready to?
You notice one of the twigs on Stick from the impact of hit.
No, he's injured.
Yeah, I guess Stickbird's like lying a bit in front of them. And
a little bit. He got some off of 4. He got like a good 5 to 6 feet away off of that bounce.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick him up and just go, "Oh, Stickbird, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you, but it seems like you hurt that guy pretty good. Don't worry, Stickbird. You will get vengeance for this twig."
Ah, God, you random punks! Fucking kids need to be taught respect, Jesus!
Yeah, well, you need to taught that cults are bad, and fucking with magic is bad.
At least we don't go throwing buckets at people, Jesus!
Buckets is a tank.
They will draw weapons and will end off the session before initiative is out.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna say.
Yeah, we'll start.
Oh man, that was fun.
I'm glad.
I'm glad my random, like, weird plan worked.
Yeah, it was a neat plan.
Yeah, I liked throwing a bucket at a man's head, screaming an old god's name.
I liked jumping onto a funnel and then coming out just to immediately yell at Dobby.
Yeah, I heard, oh, this god hasn't been properly worshipped in over 100 years. I wonder what would happen if he was.
I just like the Dobby pours a little bit of charm potion in the dirt, and I'm like, yeah, I'll jump in, it'll be fine now. By the way, Cedric, I charmed the dirt. You did what?
You did what? Edmund comes out, face plants, feels the dirt. Dobby!
Like, you fucking son of a bitch, of course.
Every time you, I can't find a good representation of it, but every time, you do the what thing, I just hear, the Darth Vader. What? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's just what I hear. Cedric just becomes Darth Vader for a second. What?
What?